So what are we gonna do with it? You're standing in the guild tea outside of the cold birth bays, the low birth bays, and you are holding your newly captured red agnag, Hamish. At the end of last session, you discovered that uh, an agnag, a little bipedal creature, had been living in your vents for a while, currently starving and growing increasingly pissed off. With a lucky shot, with a little bit of skill, you whipped around at the last moment and shot it in the head with a stun gun, and it fell into your arms. And now you're standing there, uh, looking at it. Keegan's there with his arms crossed. Behind you in the med bay, Cindy is standing there with a unconscious Yadir on the bed. He's been unconscious for like 2.5 months now. He's cleaning up something on the cabinet.
Well, we park this because it's obviously one of Edda's agnags. So I say we just leave it in cryo and wake it when we get back to Caledon. And then, of course, charge Edda for the transport.
That's almost a shame. I heard these things are really smart. If you can teach them.
If we could teach him, but he destroyed over 40,000 credits worth of drones.
All right. Hey, it's your choice. Last question though: isn't throwing him in one of these gonna possibly kill him?
No. That's a lot of hype in the vids, the news vids. People don't die that often.
All right.
Cryo.
You say so. All right.
Hey, trust me. I'm a doc. Well, yeah, trust me.
What? All right. You want to throw the little creature in the fridge? You do that. Smell like smoke to you out here?
Foon is just going to be like, well, at least it's not human, and we got rid of Birch. I'm happy to keep it.
Yeah.
It walks over and pats its head.
That's funny, man. To pawn the job and Birch off on that guy. That's some good work.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, poor Birch. You give her such a hard time.
So, I'll go check on our catatonic. John Smith.
Yeah, he's in a psychic trance. I'm not sure what else to say about him. Alright. So we are... Oh, go ahead.
What if we put him in cryo?
Since he's just standing there, wouldn't that possibly kill him?
Well, then the Agnat can be in a trance.
I don't know.
I just feel like there's
a psychic. Well,
I don't know what his problem is. I don't know why he's been in a trance
don't know
for almost a quarter of
4
a year.
weeks, 6 weeks.
We're talking about 8 weeks and more. It's been over 2 months now.
Well,
I guess he doesn't take up much life support. That's one benefit. Would have been nice to have our crew member here.
Poon's gonna walk up and poke him and be like, well, he's not bleeding from the nose, right?
For once.
Maybe he's bleeding somewhere else.
I mean, we've been looking at him. He's not dying. He's just basically sleeping. I don't know. Also, there's something we have to talk about. And this becomes more apparent as the week goes on. The whale in your cargo hold seems to be growing more agitated.
Uh-oh.
It sings its angry little song out of the top of its container, which takes up a good portion of your cargo bay. And it's learned, how to sway with the motion of the ship and make large splashes of water fly out of its container at will, which it will do whenever somebody passes nearby. And, Cindy and Armin and Tula have primarily been trying to manage all of that. And Cindy goes, I don't think we can leave it in the cargo bay this entire time all the way to hire it. I think when we get to Gavza, which is our next planet, I think, we might want to find some place and, let it out for a little while.
Then we got to get it back in.
Why? Can't we just, release it into the wild? Like we did Birch?
Because we're paid to deliver it?
Oh, wait, I thought you were talking about the Agnek. Were we talking about the
No, the whale.
whale? Oh, okay. Never mind.
The one we're taking to... Where was it? Kahi or something like that?
Yeah, Kaye or something like that.
I mean, we're another...
Next to Tahoyoi.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got another 6 weeks of travel.
Do we need to sedate the whale?
No, I don't think that's going to work. Even I don't have enough
I mean, we're not trying to be cruel
drugs
to
to
it.
sedate a whale. And besides, this is just like the scientist we were dealing with. At a certain point, atrophy is setting in. The whale can't swim. It can't go anywhere. It does need to get out and stretch its fins as it is.
So I think we should find a way to do that. I mean, we kind of took on the responsibility of that when we took this job.
Yeah.
Besides, I hear Gavza's kind of like an ocean world. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure much about it, but
I have not looked at Gavza.
I don't think anybody ever does.
I'm picturing Foon with a leash attached to the end of the whale.
Yeah.
So Cass, what's your ship like?
So, I think I gave a quick description of it last time, but so essentially it is a free trader, a ship he won in a game. It is not the most well taken care of when it comes to general being a ship due to the fact that all of his crew were gone by the time he arrived at Sterling. But it's okay, it works. Essentially, it is very lavishly decorated with things that probably didn't cost much and might have been borrowed from places, like fabrics for curtains inside, completely impractical, and a big sofa in the middle, because why not? It probably smells like alcohol and tobacco as well.
When was the last time you had a passenger aboard?
Probably a while ago.
So Birch is your first passenger. Birch, you decided to hitch a ride with Cass.
Yep.
So you get to spend a week with him aboard his ship.
Birch is gonna be poking around and being very subtly intrusive in Cass's space, so he gets to choose how he's gonna respond to that. But she's trying to be good, so she will not have tried to done any psychic greetings on him.
So, I mean, Cassie would probably notice that Birch was looking all around. If he was in the same position, he probably also would be. Though in his case, he would be looking for something to steal. So Just keep an eye out on Birch, but not say anything.
What is your ship's name?
Good question. I think I have it written down. Not important because it's probably going to be renamed to fit with the fleet theme in the future. I have a future name in mind. I don't remember the current name.
Yes.
Why? All right, sure. Well,
does he have anything on his computers that she might be able to find out about him and his past? She's looking for blackmail, leverage. Just to be completely frank.
Well, first you would have to.
I could do a computers check if we need, but
I would also ask for a stealth check unless Cass just doesn't give a shit. Against maybe a Cass, make a recon or investigation if you care.
Like, he kind of wouldn't care too much because he's paranoid and doesn't keep logs, to his detriment of his own self. But I still would like to roll.
That's super shady.
I love it.
Even these guys don't delete their logs.
Wait, we don't?
I don't assume.
I thought we modified them.
Well, maybe modify them, but you don't delete them outright.
I figure Moira's got him locked up.
Oh, right. I forgot I don't have any recon.
Oh, nice.
So it's just -3 plus the.
But we still can roll against each other.
Yeah. Just roll above a 2.
Okay.
Okay. Well, since her recon starts at +2. Oh wait, we're doing recon. We're doing stealth, right? Actually, for
You're
her.
doing stealth right now.
Okay. 2d6 + 1. It's only 1. Stealth.
I don't see her being stealthy about it. I figure she would just walk in and.
Yeah, actually, she'd be more walk in.
Well, that's basically what you're doing with these rolls. It's just nobody gives a shit. So, all right, that was pointless. All right, go ahead and you can make a computers check. Yeah. I just assumed that people would care, but it doesn't really seem that way on either side over there. Okay. So you access his computers, and Cass, you can DM her, let her know what she finds, if anything.
Yeah,
like
sure.
He deletes his
I have
logs.
something.
Yep.
All right, you guys can work that out.
We can work it out. It's fine. It's just more of she's Snoopy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Valid.
Moira, are you here?
And you don't have to do it in full chat. You can just type it in message.
Moira is here, yes.
Sure.
Moira, when you're in the workshop during this jump week, Graham will knock on your door, crack it open a bit. Hey, what's up, Moira? You got a minute?
I usually do, yeah. What's up?
Hey, I've been interviewing some people on the ship, and I'll have you scheduled for, today. You think you could sit for like 30 minutes, an hour? We could, talk, get some tea or something. Or coffee if you're sick of that.
Moira just kind of shrugs and smiles and gestures for him to come sit. Yeah, sure, as long as you're okay with the drone background noise being on the taping.
Sure. So what are you working on?
Moira kind of pops up, and she is working on DDoT. She's been just continuously trying to reverse engineer and understand this incredibly high-tech, drone. This drone here, DDoT, was left behind by a former crew member. The crew member was a cyborg, and a fairly advanced one. And Moira just kind of lets it go up into the air after activating the commands. And this was left to the crew, and not going to lie, it's pretty much beyond me. I've just been trying to figure it out. It can do a lot of things, and I feel like I've only scratched the surface of what it can actually accomplish for us.
No, yeah, that's amazing. It looks like more advanced than Caledonian tech.
My guess is somewhere around the TL-16, maybe even 15. We're talking like, I would guess like the planet Caledon itself has something comparable in its medical facilities, but probably not much.
Wow. So you work on robotics long?
It's a thing I dabble with. Moira just kind of smiles and looks over. My purview aboard this ship isn't the shooting the guns that are making people scared. It's fixing stuff and ensuring that we don't die in the middle of space.
Where'd you learn to do all this stuff? I mean, computers and all that.
I originally went to a university. You've heard of Woomera before?
He looks blankly at you, and then he stares at the wall for about 10 seconds, and then oh, there was a convention, right? Back on robots, innovation of the future of robotics, how to automate all facets of life. I remember.
Look, I went to university around the Woomera era, specializing in computer technology. Graduated fairly high in my class, and then started working for a corporation out of Woomera proper, the capital of the subsector.
Sounds like a big
And
job.
just mostly in the background doing IT work, working on their subsystems. Learned a lot there, had a lot of good mentors, but you don't necessarily have a lot of stuff to do while you're waiting for calls to come in while you're working IT. So you fill the time, and if the place has the resources, you tinker, you know?
So, what brings you here? I mean, why work on this ship?
Well, opportunities. Secondly, considering how much money we just pulled in trading, it's a better opportunity that I've had in a long time. But if you must know, I have some medical conditions before, and I have to make sure that I have enough money on hand to ensure those medical conditions don't deteriorate to the point that I suffer from them. And this crew provides a wonderful opportunity to make that kind of money.
A reporter, so forgive me for asking. Can I ask what kind of medical condition it is?
Well, let me put it this way. I'm sure you've dug into my background before, Graham, and you found that there's a bit of information you can't get access to. This falls under that purview.
I was getting around to it. All right, then.
I'm sure you were.
Well, all right, then. So what's next after this? Is this a permanent thing for you? Make your money and, what? What is it Moira wants?
I've got some family in the stars, and I'm hoping one day to reunite with some of them. You know, it's odd. Not everyone likes their family, but I never really had much of a chance to be able to meet them, have a good conversation. I just say I found out about them a little bit later in life, and they're sisters that I really truly wish to have in my life. I think they're really exceptional people, and I don't necessarily think that they're following very good paths. So,
Like drugs?
some others maybe just working for companies that I'm not a big approval for, as it were. And like I said, I'm from the Woomera subsector, or at least that was where I originally came from. So I'm not going to go ahead and say that I agree with everything the Imperium does.
Oh, well. I mean, I'm pretty good at getting information. Maybe I could help you with your family. I mean, you're trying to track them down. Are they around?
Around is a word. I found one recently. She's working for the Imperium itself, and she's been a pretty good resource. But if you do end up finding any, here I'll give you a hint. We look fairly similar. So if you're looking for some for profiles and images, the best I could really give you is it's a spitting image. Truly, very very similar.
All right. I'll probably have more questions for you, but here, let me make some coffee.
Please
Sorry,
do. Aye.
Jai,
And
he calls it out.
Moira just shakes her head. It's coffee. They can call it whatever the fuck they like in this area of the galaxy. It's still coffee.
I know, right? In the Imperium, they call it coffee, which I hate Sterling. Anyway.
Yeah, I have no idea what the hivers call it, if they even drink it.
So he cuts questioning there for now, Moira, and instead kind of hangs out in the workshop, pestering you about D-Dot and things that you guys have done in the past aboard the ship.
And I think Moira is quite open with him as long as he's not asking details from before the guilty time. She talks about the incidences that she was a part of, talks about saving the ship and the issues when she first joined. Like, legitimately, all the stuff that he can find on public record that a reporter would be able to find, and maybe a couple little morsels that would take him some scraping, just to keep him on the line, so to speak.
And you can tell he wants to ask more about it, but you know, he figures and everybody figures you've got time. We have plenty of time aboard this ship. So instead, just hangs out for a bit. So again, get your training week in, and if you don't have anything to roll, that's fine. And we
Okay, Moira does.
cool.
LeBlanc's been working on Troke with Foon. Let's see if it worked.
Mm-hmm.
Darn it, I lost my page. There it is. Education plus.
So it is plus education when you're trying to learn?
Yep.
Awesome.
Yes.
It's way better.
Oh,
Awesome when you have a good education.
He just missed it. That sucks.
Well,
Gangster. Got an endurance.
they-
all that working out with Foon paid off.
Oh, does it work
evidently,
with
Foon and I
stats too?
have our.
Or it's athletics endurance,
What?
right? Yeah. All right.
Foon and I evidently have our own secret language that nobody else can understand.
Okay. A productive and chill week after leaving Sterling. We will approach the system of Gavza. Your ship's system counts down the time until you head to jump space. Keegan's sitting up in the bridge. You know, LeBlanc, as you're sitting there, and anybody else, he's gone. Alright, so here's the bet. 1,000 credits out of my own account if we manage to not jump out of here in a panic. Right? What do you
Never
think?
panicked during a jump.
I think we stay here the whole week and we don't leave when somebody's trying to kill us. I'll put 1,000 credits on it. What do you think? Who's gonna match me on that?
Keegan, are you crazy?
I know it happens to us every single time, but one time we're gonna leave a planet and they're not gonna try to kill us. 1,000 credits.
But did you look at the profile for Gavza?
You
Did
should
you?
try Kaz with that. He doesn't know our entire history.
What do we know about Gavza? Nothing.
It's wet.
Yeah, nothing. All right.
I mean, you know, heavy, wet, not much, you know, industry or anything like that, and tainted atmosphere.
Wait, like tainted enough that we have to wear a filtered mask, or?
I think so.
Jeez.
How? What is there to know about Gavza?
You know what? You're probably right, Keegan. But I'll take you up on the bet anyway.
Gavza is a... one second. Lost my place in my notes. I don't have them. Well, alright, I'll do that later. How about that? While the AI compiles information on Gavza, you translate into the system. The lights immediately dim as a few red lights appear on your system, on your ship's computers. Cass, your ship jumps in only about 10 or 15 seconds behind the Guild T. They're barely visible to the naked eye, very far away, but they're active in your sensors. And you can see that there are several other ships that are sitting out on the fringes of Gavza's space. But warning lights and signals begin appearing immediately all over your ship. And as you watch directly in front of you, out on the fringes of your sensors, you can detect that 2 ships are incoming. They seem to be merchants of some kind, and they're pinging out distress, mayday signals. They're going full burn in your direction towards the jump point, and they seem to be engaged in some sort of combat with something on their tail.
So, being a standard free trader, I don't think my ship has guns.
It might not.
Ramming board.
On the other hand, I have a sword.
As they get closer, Moira, if you're monitoring comms, you can detect the captains on a mass broadcast out to everybody at the jump point. Get out of the way. Move. We're innocent. We're legal. We didn't do anything. We're clean. We're clean. And other such babble through the comms.
Moira immediately transmits to LeBlanc's headset. LeBlanc, you hearing this? Sounds like we got a chase in progress. Maybe we want to move ourselves out of the way of that.
I'll slide over to the sensor station and start seeing what's chasing them.
I want to find out what all the red lights on the console are from.
Says our pilot. God damn it.
Yay!
Okay, make a sensors check. Hamish.
All right. Oh, good. Good. Will do.
Fire Birch at the enemy ship. She just Superman's at it with her metal arms.
Well, there's always options.
Whoa. That looks neat. Okay. Hamish, you hop on the sensors, and as these ships draw closer on the radar, you try to pick up on what's attacking them, and you detect a large battleship is following behind them and unloading pretty much everything it has except its spinal mount on the bottom at these ships that are fleeing. After a little bit of digging, you can read the transponder. It seems to belong to the system of Khan.
Battleship?
The battleship.
Hey, guys. Yeah, it looks like whatever's chasing him isn't local.
So for a moment, it's these 2 ships coming in, blaring distress and mayday, as the Khan A battleship basically rips them to shreds. After a minute, over the mass comms, you get a broadcast. Stand down in the name of Khan. Illegal smuggling, illegal exporting will not be tolerated. Let this serve as an example. Khan Nagata. At which point this solitary broadcast cuts off. LeBlanc, are you doing anything?
I was told there were all sorts of red lights on the panel when we came out, so I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with the ship.
There's nothing wrong with the ship.
What?
You can do a
Okay.
pilot inner education.
Okay. Ooh. Cool.
Long, there's nothing wrong with your ship. It seems that once you entered into the space and your ship's AI detected weapons fire in the vicinity, it kind of went into a sort of combat mode. The lights dimmed, a few systems activated on the ship's bridge. But as you watch, I mean, the lasers are getting fairly close. But
yeah,
space
let's
is.
get out of the way if they're coming our direction.
It was a low
Yeah, I thought the
chance.
same.
Yeah, it was a low chance, but they could have hit you if you had just sat there. But space is fairly big, so you move out of the way. And you watch as the Khan battleship eventually tears the two fleeing 300-ton merchants to shreds. It refrains from using its large spinal cannon, which would have obliterated the ship, instead leaving them as decrepit wrecks floating out in space you can get a ping on. The Khan ship sits out there, out on the edges after confirming that the ships aren't moving anymore. You're not sure what the battleship is doing, but it repeats that broadcast one more time that this is claim salvage, they say.
Well, far be it from us to argue with the ship with much bigger guns.
I like the way you think.
Boone is going to be in his turret by this time and be like, but I'm ready.
Well, I take it that nobody's doing anything. So you sit
think
at the
we're-
jump point. Good.
Oh, have they passed us?
I mean, they're not gonna pass you. This is kind of a scene happening in front of you.
Oh,
Something
okay.
you're witnessing.
Yeah, we're trying to stay clear of it. Moira, see if you can figure out any details of what's going on comms.
Well, I can relate to you the message that was sent. Seems as though the Khanate ship is, at least for the most part, claiming that those two ships they just slagged were performing some sort of illegal smuggling maneuvers, or were probably fleeing from them after attempting to smuggle something. Do you want me to send a direct ping to the ship and ask what?
No, I just meant more of if there was anything coming from the planet or the high port.
Right.
Directing us to a safer lane of entry, or letting us know what's going on. Has the planet been taken over?
All right, that makes sense. I think Moira sends off a comm message over to the high port to make sure the authorities are still in charge and we're not, flying into a death trap.
High port.
I'll shift my sensors over to the two slag ships and see if I can detect anything about their cargo.
Okay. Go ahead and make that sensors check, and Moira, you reach out to the system's comms. We're going to need to save that roll for later. You're still out at the jump point. Your
Okay,
comms aren't going to reach that far. Amish, doing a quick check, it seems that there's seemingly still a life form aboard one of the ships that got taken out. One solitary person is still alive out there. The battleship's sitting out on the edge of your sensors, not doing anything. I mean, just playing the devil's, on your shoulder, you might be able to get the skiff out there and back pretty quick. But otherwise, that's what you get with your sensors. The ships are mostly intact. You get the sense that the Khanates wanted to disable it instead of destroy it outright.
I'll let the crew know. Yeah, it looks like there's a survivor over there. The targeting was very precise. The cargo's intact.
No, he's dead as hell. I've heard of Khan. Khan's brutal. Like, they're kind of like, what's their faces? Marlheim. Very militaristic. Guy's gonna wish he was dead.
Hey, Moira,
Hi, what's up?
could you do a direct beam broadcast to that trash ship? See if the person's even capable of responding.
I can do that. They might be trapped in a section of the ship that's not accessible to the comm sensor, but I can always try. And Moira does just that, sending over a quick comm beam to see if the survivor can answer.
But tight beam, so Khan can't find it.
Yeah, presumably.
Make a comms check.
Sure.
And Cass and Birch, you guys are also free to do whatever. You guys, like, everybody's in charge of their own shit, so you tell me what you guys are doing.
Okay, well, Birch is gonna try to, like, just. If he's doing the piloting thing, she's gonna try to find out if there's any weapons, and if there's not,
She's gonna harass him about it.
and if there's not, she is going to harass him about it.
Yeah, no, unfortunately, no weapons.
Yep. So she's gonna harass him and then go sit in a corner and see if she can read some minds' intentions
All right, Moira,
of people.
you got very lucky.
Yeah, no, Cass is just sitting down in his pilot's chair with his legs up the console, chilling, listening to some music while all this is happening.
Yeah, having a good old time over there. Moira, you get very lucky. That was a close roll. But, you send out a comm. You know, you try to encrypt it and send it, maybe low power, as best you can, to the wreck. And you get a response, actually. Hello? Is someone there?
Hi, friendo. We're a ship nearby who just watched you get slagged by the Khanate. Is there a reason why we should help out?
I'm dead. We tried to get some magnesium off of the surface. We fucked up. It's over.
Oh dear, my friend. Well, sit there for a moment. You are most likely dead. I doubt I can convince anyone on my ship to take a risk for that. But sit tight. Moira
Fucking
puts out a
think about it.
broadband. Yeah, puts a broadband out onto her ship. Okay, so the Khanate got just cause. They were trying to pull some sort of magnesium. I'm not even sure. It sounds like something very expensive and something very illegal off the planet. It's 100% an illegal thing that the Khanate was correct for doing what they did.
Magnesium. This is a rare element that derives from stars going supernova. Impacts on nearby systems and planets. Very rare, very valuable.
Interesting. Well, after a little computer update from that, sounds like they most likely have it on board. But with the Khanate chip staring at us down, I don't want to try that. What does anyone else think?
Yeah, no, I think we.
I posted the information in the chat.
Yeah.
I think there's somebody out there with really big guns that would take offense.
Yep.
Hoon is ready to go out fighting. He's in the turret, ready. And actually being like, well, we could always, shoot Birch's the one that Birch is in by, like, accident.
Extremely rare, super heavy element. I mean, this is This doesn't make any sense. Why exactly is this an E planet if they're a source of this very rare and valuable element? Cindy's
Because it
just
needs
musing
to
at the
be.
same time.
Probably because it's toxic.
Hmm.
Could be. Or how far are we from the last supernova?
I have further information on Gavza.
Oh, we're right next to a neutron
Right next
star.
door. 1118.
Yeah.
Correct. When that star went supernova, Onysium impacted onto several systems in the local area, including Gavza. Gavza is made up of a technocracy of sorts. They use strong religious symbolism to control the population, while a select few elites, they call themselves Sea Lords, make use of the Onysium trade. The global population as a whole is extremely poor.
I'm glad I made that bet with Keegan. We're going to have to run for our lives when we leave here.
No, come on.
Uh-huh.
Backwater, ocean, swamp planet. Look, we leave the battleship alone, right? We don't gotta pick
With
a fight with every
battleship.
single person that we come across, right? Poor bastard over there picked his, he had his
Yeah.
run. He tried his best. Sure, we're missing out on several million credits or whatever.
Well, we need to make landfall. We got to fuel anyway.
All right, LeBlanc.
Moira want to contact the Cass and Birch, and let's all get headed toward the planet.
Yep, I think Moira does just that. Sends on the details about what everyone just witnessed with the slagging of the two merchant ships, and gives warning to maybe just avoid.
And since we know what the ships had, can I modify the sensors to look for Onysium?
Look for Onysium. No. You would need to be some kind of science ship, and you need to be doing like surveying and prospecting and whatnot.
Oh, rats.
It's not a thing you just find.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Gavza is a pretty blue marble. As you approach Moira, you make that comms check out to the local high ports, because instead of one large structure, you detect at least a dozen, although you suspect there might be more, small little ports, satellites around the planet itself. When you reach one, you get an automated message. What is your password connection to Mr. Galan?
That's the message?
That is your message, yep. It's automated right back to you.
Moira kind of stops, kind of glances over at LeBlanc in the cockpit, glances over at the doctor. Am I forgetting something? Do we have a password for Mr. Galan?
What? Who the hell's Galan?
I have no idea. Moira kind of glances back at the screen, gingerly replies no.
You receive no response from this little port.
Why do I have a feel like that was the wrong answer?
How do you spell Galan?
Gahlan.
Okay. Do we also receive that?
If you attempt to reach out to the same port, yes.
Right,
If-
different high port.
If Cass doesn't mind and we reach out to that high port, she's literally going to send them whatever they asked backwards. She doesn't want to send anything else.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay. Alright. Birch, you send out the message. What is your password connection to Mr. Galan? You recite that perfectly backwards, and Cass, that blows your fucking mind when she does that. And then you get nothing back. Birch.
She's gonna just like say the person's name backwards 3 times and then turn off the link.
God, you should have this conversation in game.
And then it would be like Nagong, Nagong, Nagong. Right?
No, the conversation you're having in general chat right now.
Ah,
But
Oh. we're
Yeah.
multitasking.
yeah, I see that. Well, anyway,
We're also
Moira-
playing poker.
Yep.
you should make a scene out of that, guys. That's why we have the game going right now. Doing a character chat of you playing this shit later. Stop RPing in general chat while we have a game going on.
Okay. Sorry.
No problem.
Out of game question, real quick. Where should I upload the picture of Cass so I can put it on the sheet? Like what folder?
Put it on the sheet. Oh, you want to just send it to me? I can do it for you.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, send it to me. I can update it. So, I guess Cass and Birch have been having a poker game while you guys have been looking for some kind of port to land in.
Such a good use of their time.
Yeah.
Well,
I imagine they've been playing a lot of poker.
Do all the ports basically, high ports basically ask for a password?
They do, and they ask for different names every time you reach out to one of the little ports.
Is there any low port we could talk to, Moira?
Yes.
Moira kind of, her eye twitches for a second and she goes, I don't necessarily think we're going to be able to get access to a low port if we don't. However, and she turns and she opens up the channel back with that ship that is sitting in front of the Con-8 ship.
Mhm.
Hello there, friendo. I got a bit of a question for you.
I'm sorry, you were reaching out to the battleship?
The
No.
the ship that has the one survivor on it.
Oh, right. Okay. So you flew away from that guy a little bit to get back to the planet. I'll let you do this. What is your question? He, barely responds to you.
So look, friend, we need to refuel on this little planet. You just came off said planet. I have a proposition. You give us the password to get into the high port, and we'll come pick up your ass from the ship.
Look, I'm in a bad mood, so I don't mean to be rude. You don't get the high port passwords unless you have the connections, right? Those belong to the rich folk down on the surface. So unless you know them, you're not going to be able to land at their ports. Otherwise, you got to go land in the mud like everybody else.
I
Now,
gotcha.
Could you please fuck off while I die in peace?
Right. No problem then. And Moira then just sends a bombarded, like a never-ending series of ads for the guild tea, where she's smiling on camera and like pointing at the camera, selling him tea, and then cuts the beat.
That's fucked up.
I know it is.
Like, why?
Boone
Don't
would
be
be
rude
like-
when I'm offering to save you.
Don't ask him questions when he's about to die.
Foon is gonna be like, message Moira and be like, you should have at least told him to kill himself if he's worried about that.
I'm not even gonna justify. No, Food. I'm not telling a person to kill himself. I'll just annoy him with our campaign ads.
You should have at least told him to kill himself.
No, it's more of like if he's worried about death, then you just never mind. It- it's proper.
That's funny.
It is proper.
All right. It looks like LeBlanc. We are going to have to go slum it in the mud pits with everyone else.
So, repeating my previous question, you want to try talking to a low port?
I don't even know if there is a low port, but I'll try, I suppose. And Moira tries to find some sort of comm signal or comm, location that she can access on the planet's surface.
Absolutely.
Can we just send the? This is Foon again. Can we just send the high port? Also send them ads. I feel like they each need to receive as many ads as possible.
Guys, picture this poor guy dying on his decrepit, mutilated ship, and he's looking at his comm one last time. And you know what pings up 1,000 times so he can't look, at the pictures of his loved ones or whatever. It spans his fucking screen with your T ads like thousands of times.
Oh,
That's what you're doing to
this
these
was
people.
This was all the high ports and low that have been hard to get to.
Okay.
Makes sense, sort of.
Right, so throughout the guilty, the massive whale scream rings out as you guys hover over Gavza. Armand and Tula are sitting there. Armand's like, "Whale's pissed. I think we should get this moving."
Yeah.
Moira, you do reach Gavza Low Port. They direct you to a city, they call it, called the Crown. It's sitting in a U-shaped archipelago down on the surface, and they give you directions to that. And it basically more or less reads, find a spot in the ocean and sit your ass down.
Okay. Moira transmits that information to Cass, and then lets LeBlanc know by transmitting the coordinates.
Okay, I will pick a spot, not too far, not too close, and I'll let Cass know through Moira where we're gonna land.
Cass finally getting up from sitting wood pilot to land close by.
All right, well, LeBlanc and Cass, I want pilot checks from both of you, please.
I hope this goes good. What skill?
Dexterity.
Pilot. Okay.
It'll be pilot spacecraft with the
Yeah.
dexterity modifier.
Yeah, dexterity, yeah.
Not that. My go-to music. All right. Cass got a 12. LeBlanc got a 9. You guys should have raced sometime.
I have one in pilot spacecraft, so probably not.
Cass, you follow down the Guild T as it reaches down. It's very peaceful for a moment. It looks like a pretty nice, peaceful planet. But as you come down, the winds start buffeting the side of your free trader. It becomes difficult to maintain control a little bit. The view outside of your window is that of a slightly gray, somewhat tainted looking, like factory pollution air over a stretch of blue and somewhat brown tinted water forever. Above you are very close clouds that give a tint of green. Overall, it gives the planet this kind of sickly look. But overall, you can safely bring your ship down, flying over the surface of the ocean along with the guild tea, and find the crown. It is a city, we'll call it. I'll go ahead and show you this image. Situated on one of the islands is a main port, and it strikes a decent balance of shanty and some of the futuristic, Caledonian sites, taller buildings and communication towers and administrative buildings and things like that. But it's all stretched out on this strip of island that you can kind of measure with your bare eye. And there's not much here. You can spot many different ships, ranging from 100 tons to probably up to 1,000 tons if they're streamlined, out dotting around the water out here. And you can find a spot. I make you make those rolls because people are kind of jostling for nearby positions. And sometimes ships will drift and, hit each other. You need to bring your ship down into one of these narrow spots. And as you do that, you have to, secure it in place, make sure it's anchored, it's not going to go drifting off. And you watch in the distance as Larger LeBlanc does the same. And a little boat, a little, 4-person boat with a little robot on it, pilots up to your ship as you land and settle in the water and begin spraying your windshield with water, and it seemed like some kind of soapy mixture. Seems to be cleaning your ship for you after you landed. How nice.
Are they going to expect me to pay them for the cleaning?
Probably.
Phone.
Guilty.
I think
same
it would
things
be
happening
rude to
you.
just go outside and shoot the robot, but it is not out of the question. Can I send Birch on it?
Yeah, Birch will go out there and try to tell the robot to stop touching the ship.
Sure, you go out there, Birch, and you confront the robot.
Why are you touching our ship? We haven't given you permission.
Greetings. Welcome to Gavza. I will clean your ship for you. Please insert tip into the vessel. Please, thank you. Welcome to Gavza. I clean your ship for you. Please insert tip.
She's gonna basically go and see if she can unplug it. Or unplug its power supply.
Make a science robotics check.
I knew this was a bad choice. Alright, science.
Hamish, you sneeze for some reason.
Okay, wait. Science. You said robotics. Oh, she actually has a +1 in that.
Oh.
Oh, wait. You were supposed to fail that. Birch, you hop into the boat with the thing. And it's like low light out here. So as you hear the roaring of the free trader powering down, you look out over the water, you can see the lights of the various ships and the guild tea coming down. You hop over to this thing, and you open up a panel. And you know instinctively that if you had done something wrong here, it probably would have blared out some loud screaming alarm, letting somebody know that you were tampering with it. But instead, you work your metal fingers in, and you fully disable the robot, so the water stops blowing out of the hose, and it stops cleaning your ship and asking for money.
Awesome. She's gonna ask Cass if he wants her to bring it on board.
He is going to clap his hands, say, "Good job." Had you not done that, I'd just shoot a hole in the boat and let it sink. Do you want to keep the robots?
Oh, I think that, it might work for parts. I'm not sure. Maybe we can sell it, pieces of it, back to people.
I mean, there's money to be made. Just as long as no one asks where we got it. Therefore, we should cram it in like a small crevice in the ship, and let it be there until
we leave and sell it somewhere else, right?
exactly.
Yeah. Okay. She's gonna totally go do that.
And then Cass is going to shoot a tiny hole in the ship and let it sink for evidence.
What is wrong with you people? Anyway,
Birch
I didn't catch what
found
you were
her
doing with the
soulmate.
robot. Birch, what did you say you were doing with it?
She's gonna basically try to take it apart and then put it in like hidden compartments throughout the ship.
You know, there's a guy at a shack nearby that would be very upset that you're doing this. But all right.
Well-
As the sun shines out over the bay, Birch, the first thing that you do without even setting foot on the land of this planet is steal something. And you drag it aboard Cass's ship, and Cass, you poke your head out of the airlock and shoot a hole in the boat with your pistol or something to sink the evidence. -5 karma points across the game system for that one. The GM will remember that. All right.
You put
You
two
sort of-
scoundrels in one ship.
I didn't do
Yeah.
any of, I didn't do any of this.
Okay, we put two scoundrels in one ship.
I
What
put
do you
another
think?
scoundrel in my game. That's all I did. So
Like, the two together have no moral compass. Someone else is needed.
Precisely.
like Birch is
Then a
half
moral
criminal,
compass
Cass is
is-
half criminal. You put them together, you get a whole criminal.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Anyway,
We just feed off each other.
Keegan's over there like, is somebody gonna tip the robot? He's gonna be out there all day.
And Moira just
Well-
annoyedly sends it like a 1 credit tip.
Where you send a 1 credit tip, it immediately
Absolutely,
stops hosing and turns the boat around and starts piloting away.
Good.
Oh, you scared it
All right,
off.
people.
You should have waited till it finished.
That's kind
I
of
didn't
sad.
realize it fucking stopped as soon as it.
Well, I mean, 1 credit tip ain't even worth the amount of water.
So I didn't
Um,
freaking ask it to clean the ship.
I
No.
know. Look, I think everybody's blameless or to blame here, one or the other.
All right. Well, all right. Everyone going out, wear your filter mask.
I'm assuming
Otherwise-
that the other group doesn't even know that we took the robot, right?
I don't think we have to. I think I saw Birch jump out of the ship already, and she seems fine. I think the air is just dirty, like factory air.
Air's dirty, and that will build up and hurt you later. So
I think
doctor
they'll make fun of
says
you at the
we're
bar if
freaking
you walk
filter.
in with an air filter and everybody else is not. That's just what I'm saying.
And you'll outlast them.
Hell, it worked for me so far. Well, all right. Cindy over there is like, well, we have to figure out what we're doing with this whale, right? That's the primary thing.
Yeah, if we
We need
cut
to
it
get
loose, it's just
Refueled.
gonna disappear.
Do they
It
have like
needs
a
refuel.
storage tank on this planet? Like, where would we even start?
Storage tank, or is there any lagoon type structure?
Yeah, does anybody want to make a science? I don't know. What would relate to like oceanography or like how planets are laid out? I gotta open up a
Technically,
sheet.
it's planetology, and Moira can do that. Yeah, sure, why not?
I have Seafarer.
This is actually the minor Moira did in university, so she's pretty good at this.
You can also go talk to people and ask about stuff like this. Any rules for gathering
start with-
information?
There we go.
Stop. Stop.
Technically passed.
Rolling 8s. Okay. Moira, you step out and look out over this place. It's cramped out here and busy, and you imagine that this might not be a good spot. You think about it for a while. You probably want some kind of like enclosed area, like similar to what this is, but without less people. Maybe somewhere in the shallower end. You could probably set up some equipment. Really do it right if you wanted to. But you don't know anything about taking care of a whale, really.
No, yeah. I kind of glance over. LeBlanc, I'll send some messages out, see if we could find some sort of experts on, this type of xenobiology. But we're probably going to need some place with less people and less chances of the variables affecting the whale.
Well, and the whale
Agree.
running away, swimming away. Just
Well,
swim.
I agree with that. We can't drop it into an ocean or anything, but
At
like
the bare
let's-
minimum, we should put a tracker on it. If we put it, we put it in some kind of bay or something. We put a tracker on it, and I think we could probably find some equipment. I don't know. I don't know how to take care of a whale.
Let's head to town, see what they've got.
And you can go into town. There are bars and places to eat. A few motels and things like that. You can look up at these taller towers and see, the difference in the people living on the ground and the people up in these towers. A grab craft here and there will pass by, but on the ground, it seems like they're living off, fish stalls, and there are a few like ancient-looking robotics moving around doing odd jobs. And you can really see that most of the people down here are poor. And one thing I forgot to kind of mention is as you are coming in off of your ships towards the docks and you step foot on the ground, there's a line that kind of stops you for a moment. And you're all forced to stand there out on the docks as the water shimmers under your feet. And if you look ahead, a smell kind of fills the air. It's like incredibly concentrated incense. It's powerful, and you've been smelling it pretty much the entire time here. And after a little while, when you reach the front, you can see a man in white robes. He's leaning forward somewhat, and he's holding some kind of incense torch. And people come by, and they spread their arms like, it's like it's airport security. And this man in the robes, he spreads the incense torch around the person, covering them in the smoke. And only after he covers you in this incense smoke will he let you into the town proper. It's almost like a pre-customs procedure. And so you have to subject yourselves to that. And when you get to it, you kind of need to hold your breath. Because when you're past this, you smell very strongly. And so does everybody else around you.
If Foon's going with them, it's gonna probably make him sneeze, and he's probably gonna try to throw tea at the person.
No, Foon, no.
It reeks.
Poon,
Yes,
no
I know it
free samples.
reeks. And LeBlanc has a point.
Throughout the streets, you see these robed men waving around these incense torches and making the entire area smell. It's very strong. It's persistent. As you head in, there's shops, things to do, things to look at, but it's poor. It's quiet. There's a small broker's office for handling whatever trade you're trying to do.
Shouldn't have any problem getting water to make tea with.
There's a man in a shack.
Drink that water.
Any of you that have any interest in robotics, you see him, he stands out. He seems to be the only robotics gig on the planet, or at least in this town. He has piles of decrepit robot parts and piles of different things, and you see him tinkering at a table. You would describe him as salty. If there was ever a man you would describe as salty, it would be this man. Kind of fat, kind of gross. And he eyes you.
Keegan can get in.
Do you
Everybody.
think he's related to Keegan?
That's mean. Everybody eyes you here with a look of unwelcomeness. They don't seem to want you here.
Are Cass and Birch also in the city or town? Or are we still in the ship? I'd assume we also go, but
You tell me. That's why I would prefer you guys tell me what you're doing instead of asking if you're doing something.
okay. Yeah, Cass would at least go into town. With the smoke thing, probably afterwards light up a cigar to smell something decent.
Birch is going to ask for one of the cigars then, and she's also going to have made sure that the ship is completely locked before
Yeah.
they leave,
Yeah,
and that
he'd
all the
share.
robotics things are stored.
Yeah. And then try to link up with the other group, I think. So we don't get confusion. Or I don't get confused.
Sure, no problem. You can link up with the rest of the guild T. The winds here are pretty strong. You can feel slight patterns of rain, like it's always threatening to open up a storm on you, but it never seems to come. It's always just, like drizzle, mist in your face. But the wind whips around your hair and blows around the streets.
So nothing high tech or
Nothing
like a
immediately
surveyor's
catches you.
office.
Oh, there's definitely places for like business and work. You're looking for surveyors.
Yeah, because that would fit what we need, right, Moira?
Someone along that line, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you can look for something like that.
Okay.
It would probably be like a main administrative building here in the Crown. It's not a lot. Like it's hardly worth calling a city in your mind compared to Selkirk.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can go and you can ask them. You want to go ahead and make a administrative check, or I mean, you're going the bureaucratic route. Probably go admin.
Right.
You stacked the dice. That's cool. Neat. All right. So, Hamish, I like to imagine that you walk into this office and say, "I have a whale to deal with."
Just a small one. So, but I need a place that is secluded and it can't escape from. Also, who around here could give me tracking information or, like trackers? So if it does get away, I can track it.
The old unwelcome people working at the administrative office try to give you the cold shoulder and stuff like that, but once you just start describing what you need, Hamish, they can't help but be a little interested. So they tell you what they were going to originally tell you, which is a pen in the public harbor. It would be easy, but it would be crowded, not very secure. Not a great option. There's also, they tell you about the little villages that dot around the planet, and they tell you that there's one that has a quiet reef cove nearby. It's quiet. You shouldn't be bothered there, but you're going to be doing a lot of the work yourself out there, and they give you the directions to where this place would be. As far as the equipment, they kind of look at each other and they say they have standard fishing equipment. If you're looking for high tech, like trackers and stuff like that, you're probably going to want to go talk to the robotics expert on the island, Mr. Hogan.
Yes. Yeah, I saw him when I came in. Okay.
They roll their eyes at the name.
Oh, thank you. Slide 200 credits across. Thank you.
Oh, a little bribe. You're supposed to give the bribe
No,
before you get the
just
information.
paying for services.
Okay.
We always
this is
do
paying
those
for
things in
service.
reverse.
All right. Well, you managed to get more information than you kind of expected walking in.
Well, we got a place, and we can go talk to the robot guy. See about getting a tracker. And Moira, you think there's anything worth trading off this rock?
That's a big 10-4 no. Absolutely not. It's mud. It's mud and crap. And quite frankly, I don't think they're going to want any of the things that we've been carrying. So no.
Well, we don't have anything at the moment. Our hold's empty, except for a whale.
Again, I'm not interested in picking up designer mud to write.
Yeah, okay.
I can't tell
You
if I would have
sure?
liked it better here or on Vincent growing up. All right.
Oh, I guess we'll go talk to the robot guy, see what we can get, and then punch up the coordinates for this place.
Okay.
And once we get there, we'll go ahead and fill the ship with water and start processing it.
Yeah. At least they don't try to charge you for that here.
There's so much of it. If they try to stop us, what do we?
I know, right?
So walk up to the robot guy. Yeah.
Before you do that, make a robotics or mechanics answer education check.
Okay. Let's see. Robotics, mechanics equals either way. So we'll do mechanics since that's programmed in.
Okay. Hamish, as you approach, you can see the slovenly man. He's sitting behind the table, turned away from you. He's working on something. Before you say anything, something in the corner catches your eye. There's a helmet sitting there. You can look at it for a moment, and you recognize it as a much more advanced piece of tech than you would expect here. The drone control helmet. Apparently, from what you've heard, you can stick this on your head and connect it neurologically to your drones and control them hands-free once you get good enough to use it. This one looks beat up and old, but sitting there in the corner. And there's also, I'm gonna flip a coin. A little dismantled robot. You look at it, and it occurs to you that that seems to be a dismantled creeper-type assassin bot. That's weird. That's something you don't really see out in public. They're little robots designed to skitter around, crawl on walls, stick a needle in someone's neck, or, a blade, or fire a silence weapon.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I'll just nudge Moira and indicate what he's working on.
Moira's had her eyes on some of the other scrap and kind of glances over and immediately steals her face like, holy shit, Doctor, is that what I think it is?
Yeah, I think so. Hi, friend.
Man, he slowly turns his chair to look at you, and through beady black eyes and through greasy black hair, he has a little robot. He's turning a screwdriver on in his hands. What is it? What?
I need a tracking device to track a large mammal. I heard you're probably the man to be able to provide something like that.
What are you, fishermen, hunters? Get out of here. We don't need more poachers. Big old fish.
Not
squid.
poaching. Okay, I've got a 20-ton baby whale in my cargo hold that's going freaking nuts because it can't swim anywhere. I need to put it out in the ocean, let it do a few laps, and I don't want it getting away.
You got a whale problem.
Good one.
That's
You're
good
you're a
one.
funny man. We knew we could trust you with the information.
All right. Trackers. I mean, what are you looking for? Are you just a couple miles, or you're not trying to take the thing out of space, right? Whales don't go in space.
No. Nah, we're just, want it out for a day or two, stretch its fins. We'll pull it back in.
He bends over and gives you some robotics crack as he digs around in a box, and he's ruffling around in it, and he says, "You work on robots? You like tech?"
Oh, I've dabbled a bit.
Uh-huh.
I had a couple of really nice robots until, well, we had this freaking rodent in the air ducts and it ate them. So, yeah.
He pulls out two little chips with wires, and he sets them on the table. Yeah, I got a problem with drones too, man. It's a lot. I'm getting old. My body, my bone. I can't go diving around much. So I like to swim the submersibles around. The drones. But I lost two of them myself while they were swimming around down there, and sucks. They were my last two.
Natural, a lot of predators or something.
Hell, I don't know. I mean, hey, you want to go take a look? And he
Sure.
he gestures out to a submersible he has. I can't really use it much anymore, but I can tell you where the drones were if you want to go out and scoop them up for me.
Sure. We'll see
I'm
what
not
we
really
can do.
getting much of a import on robots out here. Do that, and I'll give you these sensors for free.
That sounds like a decent deal. Is it hard to pilot the submersible or?
You ever piloted a submersible before?
Well,
No,
yes,
sir.
I
But
have.
Oh, I didn't even know you were there,
Yeah.
LeBlanc. Our pilot's fairly accomplished. The rest of us, not so much.
Yeah.
Well, as long as you don't crash it. Last thing I've got, really.
Well, as long as you don't control it with a weird, like video game controller or something.
No, it's normal. I think it's been a couple years. It'll probably be fine. Here are the keys. Got a tracker and everything. So just bring it on back. Do that. I'll give you these this tracking things. Should take you, I don't know. Should be quick. I lost them out here. They were only about 45 or so minutes out into the ocean.
Okay.
Shouldn't be too much.
Sounds good.
He gives you a toothy smile and turns back to what he was working on.
I wonder if there are submarine races here.
Moira just shakes her head and goes, "You can do it with your own submarine, thank you very much."
Well, Moira said I could buy a submarine.
With your own money, LeBlanc.
Where would you put it?
In the cargo hold, I assume.
Where else?
Next to the whale? I hear there are dolphin aliens. They float around in like these hovercraft that have water in them. You ever hear about that?
I think I've heard about those.
I mean, if there is submarine races, perhaps there is a betting scene as well. Just make sure you're good enough to make money, LeBlanc. Or if you're not, let me know before I bet on you.
LeBlanc is Birch is gonna be like, LeBlanc is usually pretty good, but we always can like help him out with the racing, you know.
Well, racing is a team effort.
Cheating.
Of course.
She's referring to cheating. That's not what she means.
It's not.
Yep.
Oh.
Just bald-faced cheating. That's what we do.
I'm not entirely sure what you mean. We're getting into the minds of our opponents.
It's not it's not cheating, it's fixing. There's a difference.
How do we pick up a second Birch? How did that happen?
You guys were very, very lucky.
That's a word for it. Well, so this whale, are we going to try to use the helicopter to move it?
She's going to like lean
No,
over to Keegan and be
fly
like,
the ship over.
I thought you liked me, Keegan.
I do. I just don't mind it when you spend time on another shit.
He's jealous.
It makes me a little bit. Wow. It makes me a little bit more secure that things aren't going to go missing from my room.
That was only a few items.
That's more than one. You're supposed to start with one item and work up, Birch. Admitting to multiple thefts. All right, look.
Birch is a bulk stealer.
Yeah, you're a valued member of the crew, Birch. That's what I'm going to say.
The Costco of theft.
Costco of theft. Huh. I like it here. It's peaceful, except for the wind.
Actually,
maybe you should
Keegan
retire.
Keegan has a good point. Are we just gonna like open up the cargo hold door and the whale slides out? Like, what are we doing?
I think so.
I pointed that out earlier.
Why can't we just?
How are we supposed to get it back?
That's the problem. We can't talk to the whale.
No, we have to close it. We have to.
Birch, can you talk to the whale?
No.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. How about this? Let's take a night.
To?
Let's take a night and do some research on how to, I don't know, enclose a whale. I assume we're gonna be using this cove that they told Hamish about.
Yeah, we'll do the cove. Well, we gotta go get these drones first.
Oh yeah.
I don't understand. Can't we just like attach something to it, like a harness, let it swim around, then reel it back in?
Like a whale
What?
leash?
Yeah, like a whale
What
leash.
harness Birch thinks this planet has is it made of mud?
Yeah, Birch, this isn't a 5-year-old on Caledon.
Okay, then we should just knock it unconscious, but you know.
No, yeah, because then we have to drag a 20-ton whale.
Oh, I meant in general. If it's
Yeah,
unconscious,
if it's unconscious,
it won't
it's
whine.
not a problem.
Out the bay with the cargo doors open, you can actually hear the whale from your cargo hold just yelling, echoing throughout the town.
Actually, Birch does have something that might help her with the animal, but she's not going to tell anyone she's going to go do this.
Great. That's what we want.
Birch going rogue.
All right.
Oh, here's my shocked look.
So let's talk about the food, because you finally leave Caledon, and the quality of the food immediately shoots up, despite the quality of the planet. They make use of, solid whole foods, and the fish is dredged up, from the not quite clean water, but it's not quite outright polluted at the same time, right? And on the streets, you can see people moving about. There seems to be a heavy religious theme going on in the streets here. And you can see glimpses of business and trade going on. But for the most part, it's just people living and going about their lives. It's kind of dull. Pretty, though.
Nothing wrong with that.
I think this is like one of the first planets we've been to where it just isn't really chaotic.
Oh no. Now you've doomed us.
No, we're fine. That's not a premonition. LeBlanc, trust me, none of my sisters would bother being here. We don't have to worry.
Now we're really doomed.
Yeah.
Over dinner, Cindy says, "Well, I guess we should start thinking about Khan then too, shouldn't we? Khan is a
Yeah.
different beast altogether. If you like it here, you're gonna hate Khan. It's very uh, controlled there. I hear, just a rumor. I hear that at any given moment, a picture is being taken of you from some angle, basically anywhere you are on the high port of the planet.
That's the law level's that high? Good lord.
It's I don't know what is the high level. She pulls up her comm and starts going through it. That's law level C. It's the unrestricted invasion of privacy level.
Oh,
Mm.
good lord.
They would
I
basically
haven't been.
tell us, empty your pockets, give us your phones. Oh, here's an interesting tidbit for you. They don't let you have your own personal comm on the planet.
Oh,
They give you a comm that they use on
Oh,
their
wait.
on their network.
They give us a comm.
If you want
Ooh.
to
Already.
get
Do
past
we
their
get a-
customs, they hand you communicators that you can use on the surface.
That has got to be an expensive enterprise.
Birch is gonna look down at her arm and go and pull up her glasses so you can see her combat eye thing and go, would they even let me on?
frankly, a planet like that, I want someone staying on the ship to keep it safe.
Honestly,
Stay on the ship to keep the ship safe from Birch.
Moira kind of sighs and goes, if they're going to be locking down technology to that point, I'm not going to be much use, to be honest. I wouldn't have a problem staying on the ship. Frankly, if I even try to leave the ship, most of our communications devices are going to flag them for all the things I've installed. So,
Mm.
And
But I mean,
about
like-
your illegal goods?
And we're dropping off what there?
What is
That's
the
where the
good
whale goes.
question?
isn't the whale?
No.
No.
Back on Sterling.
Or do we need to go there at all?
Back on Sterling, Birch took that job for that 1D ton of something that we have sitting
Right.
in your little, smuggling spot in this ship. That's where we're supposed to get to the surface. How are we supposed to do that? I mean, customs is going to be probably the tightest we've seen.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be fun. Come on, guys.
Do you have a plan for
Mhm.
this, Birch?
Evidently, she's going to wait on the ship.
I'm gonna wait on the ship and you guys are gonna handle it. I got you the job. I got you the goods. Somebody else
Maybe-
has to do the heavy lifting.
I mean, could we find the guilty information? I mean, the Grand Slave Run information some other way?
We
You
could,
won't
but
let
this is
me
the first
sail.
real lead, so.
Come on, you won't let me sell people so that we have a reputation.
I just think there's a very real possibility that someone's going to be spending the rest of their lives in a con prison.
Mm.
Or hell, then maybe they'll send you out to Coventry. That'd be nice.
Birch is gonna look at Cass and go, "Okay, do you want to back me up here? I mean, surely we can smuggle something."
Down to Khan. I mean,
Sorry, Con.
I'm sure we could get it down there.
So
Just-
what are we taking down?
We don't know.
We don't ask questions.
Should we ask questions?
But we have it?
Probably.
Oh yes, it's on our ship. It's in the area that we don't talk about.
Yeah, it was
Forbidden
brought brought out of Sterling on
Hmm.
Cass's ship and then loaded over.
Okay. Well, right now we got a whale we got robots to go pull out of the water. So let's
Aye,
focus on
submersible-
that first.
Submersible whale, and then when we get to con, we can actually, or in transit to con, we can try to figure out a plan.
Yeah. Sounds
I-
good. So,
Maybe we can look up who we're supposed to deliver it to and get some dirt on them so they come and help us.
maybe.
Not
Well,
the worst.
we got the coordinates for the robots, right? Or the drones we're supposed to go collect.
Yeah. You can hop in a rickety old submersible if you want and head out into the ocean.
Sure. Go with LeBlanc.
I'm
Alright.
ready to race.
LeBlanc, make a
Hmm.
pilot submersible check.
Seafarer submarine.
Yeah.
Dex.
Yeah.
Oof.
No.
Ah.
You didn't just kill
Who
us,
forgot
did
to
you?
shut the hat?
Fuck.
LeBlanc, you and Hamish climb into the submersible from the dock. And the robotic shop owner, he waves a greasy hand at you as you take off. And LeBlanc, it's been a little while, probably since Fontramas, but you can go ahead and dive down. For the first 20 minutes or so, it's fairly calm. Around these islands, it seems that the land, the bottom of the ocean is flat and shallow for quite a while, until it reaches a very sharp shelf. The spotlight of your submersible looks out immediately over infinite blackness all of a sudden. It's jarring. But you can go down into that blackness. And the two of you see some pretty beautiful sights, honestly. The reef here, if you head down, there's plant life and reefs and things like that that are just catching the tips of the sunlight and reflecting up in these white and silver patterns. And you can go in and around these reefs and look at them and see a sparse bit of wildlife and fish, seemingly normal but alien varieties. Hamish, on your left shoulder, you get a trickling of water. You heard a scraping noise about 60 seconds ago as LeBlanc was piloting around the reef, trying to locate the source of the signal, and you look up, and a little hole, or a little crack, is squirting out bits of water out onto your shoulder now.
Yeah.
AFK fire?
Do we have tape for this?
I think Daz AFK'd for a second, right at that moment.
Oh, it was open. Sorry, I should have spoken. Slap LeBlanc. Dude, we got a leak. And then start looking for a patching kit.
Sure, you can dig around. LeBlanc, go ahead and make another submersible check as you navigate your way through these reefs. Make a mechanics check, Hamish. Try to deal with the destruction.
We should have brought food.
Cat, don't get
Or
wet.
at least the.
Yes.
Oh, alright.
Ooh.
Okay. So, aside from that one scratch, Hamish, you go ahead and patch up the hole with something you find in the Blanc. You get closer, navigating your way through these scenic reefs. You come out to what looks like a little cliff. The reefs give way out into open sand, more or less. It's dark down here, though. Can I get a sensors check from somebody?
Okay. Let's see. Sensors.
LeBlanc, you shine the submersible's light on the wreckage of two little submersible recon drones. They're not very large, but they're right where the coordinates say they would be. They're sitting slightly buried in the sand. Hamish, on your sensors, you pick up what seem to be automated drones nearby. They're moving in patterns. It's like they're sweeping around the area. They haven't noticed you because LeBlanc came in at a good angle and is sitting low right now. But you can tell they're out there in the water just past the edge of the cliff. You can't see exactly what they're circling or surrounding.
Go let LeBlanc know.
Okay, you want me to try to stay low?
Yeah, stay low. Let's see if we can grab these two.
Grabbing the drones themselves should be fairly simple. Probably somebody needs to go get them, though. Probably a vac suit check.
Okay, that one's a bit tougher.
You want to go out or you want me to?
I'll go out because if you drowned out there, I drowned in here.
Okay.
Or we could both go out and drown together. Or we could stay in here and drown together.
Can I take time on this?
Sure. If you want to.
Awfully careful, one step at a time, literally going through the checklist verbally as I'm locking gloves on, moving through the airlock.
Okay. Hamish, you climb down the ladder and you expose yourself to the ocean. The water is cold for like a split second before your suit kind of normalizes it, and you're fine again. You're out sitting in the water, you check your suit, no cracks, no drips. Seem good.
Good.
You can go ahead and float your way out to the wrecks. And I'll ask for probably an athletic strength check here.
Uh-oh. Don't I have a tow cable I can just attach to them?
I'm sure you do. I'm still going to ask for that athletic strength check.
Come on, noodle arms, let's go.
Because imagine it, man. You're out there and you go up to the side of the submersible, right? And there's a little hook there that you can pull out with a rope and attach to it. And you pull and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
that's in there pretty good, right? And you pull on it and you pull on it and it's heavy and you got to drag it and then you got to swim with that out to the drone body and hook it on there and pull it out of the sand.
I did not think
Come on,
this one
channel your inner
forward.
boon.
I like to imagine over the open comms, everybody can just hear Hamish go, And he's like, why did we send our doctor out there again? All right.
Nope. This thing is stuck.
Leg cramp. Leg cramp. The current starts pulling Hamish away, actually. Critical fail. You start pulling away from the submarine and out towards the edge of the cliff, Hamish.
Yeah.
And LeBlanc, because he specifically said that he's taking time, you've been sitting there for a little while as he's doing all this, and you've been watching the sensors, and you can see that the automated drones are getting a little closer and getting closer, but you watch Hamish sweep out closer to them.
I will try to keep the ship low while moving out to closer to him to try to let him get back on board.
All right, make a submersible pilot check. Hamish, make another athletics, strength or dex check.
Oh dear God. Dex? Can I do Dex?
Sure, you can do dex this time.
Okay. Well, that at least gives me a slight better.
There's a moment, LeBlanc. Hamish, you're being swept out by the current, but you see LeBlanc whip the submersible around and actually sort of catch you against the side of the hull of the submersible. And you can climb down and grip on and safely secure yourself. LeBlanc, you are forced to sit there, and both of you sit in the silence as an automated drone passes by. Its spotlights sweep around the ocean floor past the edge of the cliff. I'm going to make a check, actually. But it doesn't seem to see you, LeBlanc, as you sit there in the darkness. And it passes by. But it seems like they're moving closer. You don't think you have much more time before these drones are in your area of operation.
What you gonna do, Hamish?
I almost. Let's go get Birch. She can do this.
You want me to, if I get up closer to the drones, can you reach it without having to pull so hard?
If you think we can, but I think the cable's just stuck.
Okay, so I I guess get on board. We'll go get Birch or
Head back.
All
Someone
right.
else.
Foon.
So about two-ish some hours, 3 some hours after LeBlanc and Hamish leave, they return, arriving back in the bay for whoever's waiting for them. Or maybe you guys are just getting dinner, who knows.
I think
Empty-handed.
Birch would be like out of going and looking for where the people that are spending the most money are.
There are casinos and bars, but they're all like the kind of dive shop, the divey kind of places, you know what I mean, Birch? Kind of like
Okay,
the
she'll
red
try
flag.
Kind she likes.
She'll be playing pool at one of those.
Okay. You emerge empty-handed, Hamish LeBlanc, and he goes, "So you get my drones?"
Found them.
Not yet. What's with the other drones down there? They seemed kind
Huh?
of spooky.
I guess they might be other fishermen. He looks around.
There were a lot of them, and they were circling something.
Yeah, funny that.
Well, the wedge on your thing is like totally frozen. I could not. We need to fix it first before we try again.
Okay, I guess. You fixed my submarine for me.
If
Shall
I
we
can
get
actually
Foon?
make the winch easier to unravel, and if you want to go find Birch or Foon or somebody who could do this.
I'll try calling Foon on our comms. Hey, Foon, you there?
Foon was taking a nap. He is going to reply, "What are you talking about?"
We need some help getting this thing. We're trying to get these drones back, and we need your muscle if you don't mind.
Sure. Where?
I give him
Bottom of the
instructions
ocean?
to the dock.
Oh, he's gonna be like, "Wait, there's water?" No, thank you.
No.
I don't want to get wet.
Such a
I
team
just-
player.
Nope, thank you. Okay, I guess since you don't want to come along, I'll be forced to ask.
How strong is
Birch
that
to
Cass
come
guy?
help.
Yeah, we could try Cass.
Birch is
Ooh.
or Foon is gonna be like, "Yeah, go whatever, go drown her, thanks," and hangs up.
You know, I do feel. I heard Keegan. He must have been bothering Foon.
Hmm.
He suggested Cass. That might be safer than Birch.
Possibly. He certainly has vac suit.
Hey, Cass, you like swimming?
Where I'm from, there wasn't even water.
So you're not
Well,
adverse to it.
you like new experiences.
No,
We're
thank
trying
you.
to recover some drones. They're underwater, and we need somebody with a little more strength than the doctor.
Have you seen my limbs? I'm a fucking stick. I'm tall.
I guess Birch it is then.
Like,
Wow, Keegan's everywhere.
Cass is really tall, like 7 feet, but he's thin as a stick. He's elongated, essentially.
Like Moira.
Yeah, spacer build.
Okay, is that a no?
I think that's a no.
Yeah, essentially, I don't think he would be any better than English.
Man, we got some weaklings
Probably
on this
even
crew.
worse.
Most
Okay.
of the crew cannot lead as horrible strength.
Okay. Birch, are you there?
It's gonna ring through once, and then she's gonna like call him back and be like, "I'm playing pool with some very nice gentlemen. What is going on?"
Hamish needs your help.
Hamish needs my help. Okay, she's gonna put down her pole or her pull cue and basically close out whatever she's doing and come.
It's all a matter of knowing how to communicate.
She'll have hung up on him and started wherever you tell her to go. What is Birch's
Okay.
current? They didn't disable her arms, correct?
No.
There were no
Awesome.
customs.
You know, to be fair, there really weren't any customs.
Okay.
And you figured there should have been, but it seems like people just didn't care enough. You get the overall sense that like nothing happens on Gavza, right?
And yet, here we are.
Here we are doing stuff on Gavza. Well,
To make their
Okay,
lives
well.
exciting.
all right. To make this a little quicker, LeBlanc, make me another submersible check, and when you get down there with Hamish, Birch, you can go ahead and make a vac suit check. It's suited up.
Okay. Back suit.
Double check her suit and the normal stuff.
D +1. I really need to get my. Oh.
All right.
She apparently didn't do well on that.
Well, here's what you see as you come back to the spot. As you slowly approach LeBlanc, you see the wrecks of the two drones again. Hovering over them, as if staring at them or inspecting them, is a little submersible automated bot. It has its light pinpointed on the wrecks, and is circling around it as if looking at it. And it extends two little grabber hands from its front and begins picking and prodding at it, pulling at it slightly, as if like toying with it or trying to pull it out. As you look at it from behind, you can clearly see through the submersible's camera the red and black markings of Khan on the back of the automated bot. It hasn't seemed to notice you.
Hamish, you looking at this?
What are they doing here?
I'll just remind you, whatever they're doing here, they've got a god-awful big battleship in orbit.
Yeah, but they have no jurisdiction here. But
Do we-
whatever.
Can we tell anything about these
You can do a
other
robotics
bots?
answer education.
Okay. I will do robotics. Robotics. I swear everything on her is like +1, it looks like.
Cindy comes on the comm because she's probably watching this through some kind of feed. She goes,
Hmm.
well, you know, Khan doesn't have any natural water. I think they have maybe 10%
What?
water on their planet. Likely
Huh.
they're exporting from this planet.
Well, Birch just like aced
You
her
did.
robotics check.
Foon or Birch, you look at this drone through the camera feed for a moment, and even though it's blurry, you say, those are, or you think those are probably scavenged drones of some kind. They'd be used for solid object retrieval down on the surface here. They seem pretty high quality too, definitely better quality than the tech you've seen around. Probably
She's
something
gonna
serious.
She's gonna pass that on and be like, I feel like they're actually trying to raid the ocean of something. I wonder what.
Hmm.
Should we steal one?
No.
Hmm.
Remember,
No, let's,
big,
we're
huge
going there?
battleship in orbit?
Well, we
I'm
just
like-
sneak away and let them attack the leftovers.
no. We don't do that anymore.
We don't do
We
that.
don't sneak away?
Well, actually, Birch wasn't there. Anyway,
She's gonna be disappointed, but go back to trying to help them.
so how do we grab these two drones without
Dying?
dying and Khan getting in the way? Hmm.
I don't. Hmm.
Can I do a sensor sweep to see what other drones are in the area?
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Mr. Roboto, for doing the job. Okay. Hamish, you study the patterns for a little bit. They're farther out past the edge of the shelf, down below, scanning the ground level for something. This one seems to have trailed off, maybe picked up the metal or something on a scanner automatically, and is picking at it. And you can see as you're doing all this and time passes that it manages to mostly dislodge one, and it pulls it out of the sand and sets it aside and starts working on the other. Seems to be doing something, trying to gather it or something.
Well, should we secure the one that's already dug out since it's focused on the other one?
Good question. There's somebody on the other end of that drone, and I just don't want to piss them off.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's probably mostly autonomous.
So
I
we
don't
should
want to
take it out.
piss it off either. Birch, as far as I know, there are no guns on this thing.
No, probably not.
What is up with everyone not having guns today? It's like they didn't understand.
Well, yeah. Huh.
We could just pay for the damn sensors.
Hmm.
I don't understand why someone would do that, but okay.
Yeah, we could. Hmm. Well, do we want to try to steal the one that's not paying attention to? Take one back?
I'm up for stealing anything. I'm
I mean,
happy
it's
that
not
you're coming to
stealing.
my side.
It's salvaging. It's ours, ish. So
I
Yeah, I
am
mean,
quite fine with this.
At the end of the day, unless the Khanate drone and the Khanates above have some sort of salvage rights on this planet, we're just taking
Yeah.
salvage that they're also trying to take.
yeah.
I'm not sure that they do.
All right.
I I think
Probably
they
not.
might probably have
I
some
doubt-
kind of trade agreement with the lords here, but I doubt they have any kind of jurisdiction. They're probably just
No.
flaunting their strength.
Aye, and look,
Probably.
at the end of the day, if we don't own the submersible, so if you use the submersible to grab it, it'll go back to the robotics expert. Just don't give him our name.
I mean, I'm as curious
Yeah,
as anybody
sure.
to know what they're looking for, but it's up
Yeah.
to what we can do here.
Well, let's grab the drone that it's already unlodged, and since it's done all the work.
Alrighty then. You want to double check Birch's suit?
Yeah.
Or just junk her out?
No, I'll double check. We'll do proper
You already made the vaccine
proper
check.
buddy protocols. Yeah.
Oh well, Hamish, you can make one too, I guess.
Okay.
All right. And then Birch, you can go ahead and make a vac suit strength check once you're out there.
Awesome.
Bum, bum, bum.
Said strength.
Yep.
1 second. Back suit strength 4.
Damn.
Well, she's strong,
I know.
Yeah.
and I
Why
needed
we
it.
brought her?
Damn.
Oh,
You guys today. I'm just trying to get past this, and you guys just won't let me. All right.
Buy the part.
All right. Well,
All
we'll
right.
commit to the bit. Birch,
Yep.
you
Just go to it.
head out into the ocean, and as you swim out, you reach the one that is sitting out there. It's not lodged anything, but it's big and heavy. It's not something you can really handle just with your bare hands, you think. So you go and you try to get the cord out, and you run into the same issue where you try to pull the hook cord out, and it's like rusty and lodged in there and jams up. And as this is happening, the drone pulls out the second machine. LeBlanc, make one last submersible check.
Bum ba bum.
As you're trying to pull the hook out of the submersible, Birch, LeBlanc is forced to pull the submersible back a little bit as the drone sweeps its eye around to gauge the scene before
She's gonna be like, oh,
it reaches down and grabs one of the destroyed drones with both of its pincer hands and begins flying along to the edge of the cliff and takes it down somewhere further away, leaving the other one sitting in the sand.
Doctor, you want to go help Birch?
Oh.
Or you want,
okay.
or would you prefer to drown in here while I go help Birch?
This is not great. I'll go help Bert. Get us closer, though. Maybe that'll help.
Okay. I'm going to do my best to get the sub as close as possible. Maybe even close enough they can hook that hook on without having to pull the cable out.
There we
Alright.
go. Let's go for that.
All right. Go ahead and make, I guess, some back suit
Yet
checks.
another.
am I doing another vac suit check?
Yeah, we're making another shot. And I'm just going to help you. There you go. So it was busy. Hamish comes out, and Birch, you manage to get the hook onto the drone and pull it into the submersible and get it secured. Not too much of an issue. However, the other one has been taken, still on your sensors, you can see, out onto the ocean floor a little further out past the cliff edge.
I'll just note the coordinates.
All right. Well,
And we'll go back with one.
okay.
Birch is just gonna be like, you almost let me drown.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I checked your suit. You were fine.
She's
Would you
gonna nod.
prefer Me being out there? I already tried once.
Sit back down. I'm gonna talk to Cindy about you. And she's gonna.
What a threat.
She's gonna message Cindy and then be complaining about how the doctor is risking his own life and she needs to control her man. And
Cindy's trying to have a nice, relaxing conversation with Cass. Just listening and watching the comms, like watching the feed of Hamish underwater, trying to pull a drone out, like it's just something you're watching on your phone. And she just looks up at you, Cass, and just shakes her head. Every planet we go to, they always have to be doing something like this.
I see.
You can't just have a normal week, It's always something.
Yeah.
She says that as D-Dot buzzes above her head. Oh, sorry there, Cindy. I'm just messing around.
Reminds me of my own crew. Back when they were.
Your crew that left you?
Left is... Yeah, sure.
Well, I mean, it must be somewhat lonely flying around on a ship by yourself.
It's not so much the loneliness, more of a difficulty.
Oh, like managing a merchant trader by
Yeah.
yourself? I can
Indeed.
imagine.
But hey, it works.
So, I mean, once we get to con, we help you pay your mortgage, and then what?
Dunno.
Just dunno. You don't have any plans, you're just trading and going around?
Trading or earning money other ways. I intend to live. And I have my ways to do that. Seems you have too, though questionable of its efficacy sometimes, considering. And he points towards the people currently locked inside or working on a submarine which seems to be crumbling.
I mean, you have a point. People who try to
But hey, you
live
seem to be alive so far.
I just think that people that try to live like that, or like Birch, tend to live it up until they're ending up living in a prison. I mean, there isn't much of a life on Coventry. I hear you just spend most of your time baking in a cell. Crime is a questionable way to live.
Now, there are many ways to live said life, and I agree Coventry doesn't seem very favorable. I'd rather die with a sword and gun in my hand than face that. Though, sometimes, what choice do you have? Some people are not brought up in places where money is easy to come by, or even jobs. I grew
Well, I'd
up.
like to live till old age, at least. Squid roll?
If I go by the corporation's life expectancy, I should have been dead long ago, so...
Cindy passes a plate of squid rolls across to you as you sit and talk about whatever you're talking about. So, Hamish, LeBlanc, Birch, you return with your drone attached to the sub. And he goes, "What about the other one?"
Talk to Khan.
He kind of clams up at that.
Khan salvage drone got to it before we could dig it out.
Weird.
Very weird. I don't know why it was interested. I got the coordinates it went to. But we brought you a drone. How much do we owe you in for the rest of the tracking?
Here, I guess I'll give you this one, and we'll do the other one for 3,000.
Okay.
And just
wait, we're risking ourselves for like only 3,000. Can we at least have it be more than the cost of like one of my arms?
What else do you want? I got this mountain of scrap. He waves his hand around.
Besides, we also now know that Khan's doing something they shouldn't be on this planet.
Yeah, about that. You might mention it. My drones weren't, down there, around there. I mean, if Khan's
Nope.
down there,
Well-
we don't need to talk about any of this, right?
How much
Nope.
are you willing to make sure that we don't talk about it?
God.
Don't do that. Come on. Hey, come on.
She's gonna lean in and like blink at him.
No,
You're really
Birch.
gonna do it.
No.
Really? What?
Ugh.
Hamish,
What?
come on.
Come on. Oh, come on. It's a straight deal. We're good.
You have a leash for a whale?
Look, I'll give you this piece of junk if you keep you quiet. And he reaches down and grabs this kind of old, ancient-looking helmet type thing, Birch, and he shoves it at you. Happy?
She's. Okay, what would I roll to figure out what the hell it is?
Robotics. Hamish already
robotics
identified it, but I don't think he told anybody.
No.
He didn't, because he's mean like that. It.
You have no idea.
She's gonna like hand it to look at it and go, Hamish, is it worth anything? If not, I'm gonna see if we can get something better from him.
I'll just look
She's
at
gonna-
her and nod.
Fine. If I find out it's worth like 12 cents, I'm gonna have a conniption fit. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay,
Well, you
so
have a
well,
little sensor, and you can go ahead and probably pick up some like fishing and other type of aquatic equipment out here. Next up, we need to figure out how to move a whale and take care of it for a week. That'll be fun. And we're also just spending time here on Gavza. So let's go ahead and take 10, 15 minutes, and we'll come back.
Cool.
That's so sad. I was so excited. I thought Coattail was a cat. Alright, be
Oh.
right back.
I want cats. My neighbor has cats.
Aw.
I don't have the economy right now.
Mm.
I think everybody in this group has a cat, actually.
Yeah, we have 2 cats and there are 2 dogs, and one of which is whining, so I'm gonna go take him out.
Yes.
Oh, good move.
Be right back.
Yeah, no, a literal piece of clothing just fell out of my closet. I wouldn't put a cat in this closet unless it wanted to be inside. But my neighbor's cat treats my apartment as their own sometimes. So I do get some cat action.
Okay, I'm back. Think
Whoa.
we're. Hello.
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 Harry Potter.
We have switched games, I see.
Harry Potter must not go back to Hogwarts.
No, Harry Potter must drown.
Yeah, Harry Potter must fall off his broom and die. Dobby, thanks, bro. Just wanted to hurt Harry Potter a little.
I'm just like, okay, so apparently they have the worst hiring practices possible in that school for the
Yeah,
defense against the dark arts.
You right. Well, I think they just try to like. Yeah, I don't know. I can't justify it. I tried to justify it. I can't. I don't know why they see. Everybody kind of makes sense except Gilderoy Lockhart. Why would they hire that guy? Who, like, what's the hiring process there? Did he sit with Dumbledore like even once? And Dumbledore went, yeah, let's put this guy in charge of that. Like, why? Why would you do that?
Yeah, no.
Quidditch. What's the point?
Apparently, the point is to make it so a shit ton of authors decide to therefore add sports to their backstories of their
Yeah.
civilizations and then basically
Mhm.
mess up the reading flow of 90% of the books because 90% of the books don't need it.
Take catching the snitch, turn it into like a Coliseum game. None of the other people need to be out there. It's an outrage.
Well, that's the entire point. Quidditch is about making Harry look good.
It's an outrage,
Like,
and I demand better of my children's books.
Legitimately,
Ooh.
that's the only reason you could ever get out of JK as to why she did that, why Quidditch exists, and why the rules are the way they are. It makes absolutely no sense otherwise, other than to make the main characters look good.
Well, see, the other problem is like, okay, he wears glasses, so he has messed up eyesight, but he's really good at catching and finding a really small object. I
Yeah,
don't
there
know.
you go. Why
It's
does he wear
like-
glasses then? If he can see the golden snitch from, what's the point? Is it fashion?
Mm.
Wild.
Anyway.
It's his secret identity.
Man, I'm listening to the audiobooks now, so
I actually
Kinda
never
back
got
into it.
past one of those. What was it? I think the 5th book. They killed my favorite character, and then I stopped reading. But I read that book in German. It was a
the
long
last
time
few
ago.
books are hard reads.
Try
okay.
reading one of them in a foreign language that you weren't that good at with a dictionary, and then then they kill your favorite character, and you just are like, no, don't care.
No, I don't want to do that. What were we doing?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
We need to torment
Whale.
Khan some. I'm like, what are we doing with this whale?
Well, that's a great
Oh,
question.
I can't let him.
Birch was gonna go try to make the whale. I think it actually worked.
You did make that roll, right? Telepathy. And what did you roll on it? I'm sorry, I kind of missed it.
11.
You rolled an 11.
It's
Is
like-
that the?
It
Is
says,
that the?
oh yeah, it's 6 to pass. So it's like
Oh wow.
really good. And she sent it stoner vibes.
Understood.
Now
So
it's
you.
hungry.
Yeah, man, I'm feeling that vibe. So you, as dawn comes, you can see Tula and Armand. You know, they're out there in work clothes. Like Tula's in a wife beater, and Armand's basically shirtless as they're trying to refuel the ship. You know, using the hoses to wipe off the ship, and also the fuel processors. You can hear their engines running underneath the ship, sucking in the ocean water and processing in the fuel. The air here again is gray, kind of green, brown, and the wind at all times is whipping into you, and mist and water droplets are always hitting you. You can't be outside for very long without being completely soaked. So Birch, you go into the cargo hold in the morning on day 2. and you give the whale stoner vibes. Which, as you entered the cargo hold, it was thrashing, noticing somebody come in. And it's been like singing and moaning basically all night. And then everybody notices it stops. The sound stops. And you can hear an audible, like, oh, thank God, from a lot of the ships around. As, crews and people are sitting around.
She's gonna try to sneak out so nobody noticed that she was or sneak in and sneak out so nobody noticed that she was the one that made it calm down.
Sure.
So a stealth.
Yeah. Anybody who wants to see Birch leave, you can make a recon check. Otherwise, the Birch calms the whale down. You received one sensor from the robotics man who is going around the town asking people where his washer drone went. He had 2 of them, and one of them is gone, and with the boat too. Like, what happened? And he's going around. He comes up to one of you. Have you seen it? Have you seen my thing? And he had a little drawn picture of it.
Oh, like the have you seen my pet? That's never coming
Have you
back.
seen my washer drone? He comes up to your drone and washes your ship.
No.
Have any of you seen it?
No.
Man looks sad. And he goes back to his shop after asking about everybody in town.
So, are we going to keep the whale stoned, or because I think the fuel processor is not that
Well, the point
powerful?
was to move it out to this reef, wasn't it? This cove that
Yeah.
you found. We're supposed to let it out. I think it might die if we keep it in the same container for the next, what did you say it was, 6 weeks?
Got another. I mean, if it's straight
That-
jumps,
It's 2 weeks
Yeah,
a
3
system.
jumps. Yeah, so 6 weeks.
All right.
Well, if we take it out, why don't we fly the ship there, slide it out there once we get the tracker attached, and
What's the purpose of the tracker? How are we supposed to get it back?
yeah, that's the question. We need
I just keep thinking if it was supposed to be let out, they'd have given us instructions and equipment.
Why don't we just have Birch get it stoned again? And we tie some rope around it. I don't know. Get creative. Figure it out.
Yeah, I think.
Or we're in a fishing village. I don't know what you call this place. Why don't you just get a net or something? Somebody will figure it out. Ask the locals. Hire some locals. Bam. Hire some fishermen.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, that's.
I've never taken
that's
care of a
right.
whale.
So,
I have no idea.
neither
I was
way.
all in favor anyway.
Yeah. So why don't we see if we can get like a harness done for it, and then that way we can, reel it in if need be.
All right.
Because this cove, it really can't get out of, I don't think, can it?
Not if you set it up right. It's the point of the equipment.
Okay. Right. So we'll need probably nets or something to block any exit it could use.
Yep. And all of that's abundantly available. You can buy equipment like nets
Okay.
and things to secure them and block off the cove and all of that. And if you want to go ahead and attach the sensor to the whale somehow, right?
If we can get a harness on it, then we'll attach it to the harness.
That's an idea. And everybody just kind of standing there looking into the large container with the whale. That somebody goes in and attaches some kind of harness around the bottom of it. Yeah. So thanks to Birch, for some unknown reason, it's
The
floating
whale is
and
chill.
it's just floating there. Like, Cindy's like, did it die? Did somebody check if it died? But no, it just seems to be
She's
floating
not
there.
dead. She's pining for the fjords.
Hmm. I guess let's go then.
Okay.
And Blanc, you can do a pilot check. And generally, people can do mechanics or otherwise some other kind of roll. Any kind of ideas. When you arrive to this area, it's like a large enclosed cave almost built into the side of a plateau.
Okay, Birch and Pawn, are we going in the ship with them for this? Okay, Birch is gonna go in the
Not
ship with the
Pawn.
other. Or what?
Yeah.
Cats?
Cast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. Sure.
Cats. Okay, Birch is gonna go in there, and then she's also gonna try to like ask Tula if she's been doing her exercises.
I've gotten better. I don't know if I told you, but I saved Hamish from a falling light back on Sterling. I was sitting up on the bridge with Armand, and we were kind of practicing, and I just saw it, and I sat up, started running, saw him, and crashed into him, and a light crashed right down behind us.
Okay, she's gonna be very happy about her saying that and basically go, "That's so good. So, how many other people have you worked on reading their minds?" And just be like pestering her about all that stuff for a little bit.
Sure. She's not very good at it still. It may dismay you to find out that she actually spent her time on Caledon trying to be normal, going to school, working at a cafe. So,
Yeah, Birch is not going to be happy with her when she hears that, and going to write down a whole bunch of assignments for her.
but I mean, compared to when you first got her, when she was screaming and seeing shit all the time, big improvement.
Doesn't care. She's not using her
Doesn't care.
powers as she should be, which means making Birch money.
Fair enough.
All right.
Yeah.
Hamish. Alright, so LeBlanc, you bring the ship in. Hamish, you help unload the whale into the water. And it kind of just comes out of its container, right? After you attach the tracker. And it kind of just comes out of its container and blinks massive black beady eyes at you from, into your cargo hold.
Mm-hmm.
And slowly turns and drifts off into the cove. How long does telepathy last, Birch?
There's actually, I need to roll time because.
Go ahead and do that.
Oh, it's not very long.
Oh, great.
So, unless you want to make that roll again, we're going to say that wears off pretty much right now.
Okay.
And if it does wear off, roll again.
Oh, that was 30 seconds.
Ah, okay.
That's how long her connection lasts. How long the effects last is up to you.
Sure.
So.
Okay, fine. So as Moira, are you with them? What are you doing, Moira? Or anybody else on the guilty?
I think Moira's just kind of been hanging back, but if they thought they could use her technical expertise, she'd be with them.
Flying.
All right. Who's on the guilty right now? Who's at the cove with the whale?
I'd say Moira's at the cave in the ship with the other with LeBlanc at the moment.
Yeah, LeBlanc's in the bridge, strapped in, flying.
All right. So it sounds like everybody's there.
Yeah, Cass would be on the ship and
Cass and all right,
If
we'll
it's
say
making a noise again, she tried to make it shut up.
we'll say it works a little longer than 30 seconds, Birch.
Okay.
You watch the whale as it turns. It lifts up its tail and tries to splash you again, but then you see it slowly lower its tail and then drift underwater into the cove and kind of disappear out of sight in the shadows. Keegan's over there like, what the hell? That's a weird whale, man. We traumatized it in the spaceship. Whales don't go in space, man.
Yeah, they do.
Why? No, they don't.
This one did.
Yeah, and look at it. It's miserable.
Yes, it
It's
is.
depressed. I've never seen a more depressed whale.
Is it like you then?
What does that mean?
Why would you say Keegan's depressed?
Because he's being very grouchy today.
That's
He
not
hasn't
depressed,
flirted
that's
with me at
vegan.
all.
All right.
Okay. I'll go watch the whale.
Cass and Birch, as you are up in the ship, or if you landed, you can see coming around the side of this cove are people. There's like 3 or 4 of them on either side. As you were coming in, you noticed on the in the far distance there were little islands, and now there are little boats on the far side of your little cove. It seems people have come to investigate.
Interesting.
Someone calls in or towards your ship with the cargo bay open. And there's a guy standing there. He looks similarly dressed to the people back in Crown. And he calls over the wind. What are you doing here? Are you fishermen?
I did the
Foreigners?
opposite.
Sorry, go ahead.
Scientist.
Scientist. You call back over the wind. Studying what?
We're treating a whale for depression.
We're making an investigation, a study into the effects that this planet's waters would have on this kind of Caledonian whale. And how different environments are good for their entertainment, enrichment, and scientific study. You'll be able to read it in a journal in a few years. You know how science goes.
Oh. All right.
Publish or perish.
That was pretty funny. So, okay. I'm forgetting. Cass, you can make a persuade, or there's some kind of science roll you could probably make related to that with charm.
Could I roll
and-
deception because I am lying?
Are you bullshitting? I think
He's
deception will
bullshitting
then
big.
work.
I mean, are we really whale scientists investigating the effects on the waters?
And Hamish,
Oh.
yeah, no, you're not. And yeah, Hamish, you probably need to roll the same, honestly.
Deception.
Deception or persuade, because you are trying to lie to them. Just treating a whale for depression. The hell, man.
Well, we are.
Is that what
but-
we're doing?
I think, yeah, deception makes sense, or a persuade. I was gonna say they all need to be made at disadvantage. My bad.
Oof.
But we can apply that afterward, I guess. Drop the highest. So do one more 1d6.
Boo.
Both of you.
Okay.
Just 1d6?
Yeah,
he's
it was supposed to be a.
doing,
It was supposed to be a bane.
Oh.
All right, we're supposed to drop the highest.
Dang it.
So
So
instead,
that will.
Oh, well, Hamish already rolled a 1. So
Yeah,
now it's
but-
1s.
Now it's 2 1s. Yay!
Alright, so that's pretty much a fail. And Cass is dropping the 6 to a 3, so 7.
A 10.
10, you still pass. Pass. Let me see.
Dang.
I don't get any bonus. Alright. I want to think they're disarmed by the whale depression thing, and then Cass goes into his spiel about all of that. And if you didn't know any better, like me, you would listen to that and think he was saying something, realistic. And they all, over the wind, they seem to buy it. And this conversation kind of goes on for a little while. They're asking, who you are and why you're here. They're asking about the whale and when you're leaving. But they communicate with you at least. And when that's over, they will depart. Seem to be locals from the nearby little shanty villages.
Hmm.
Well, but we
Cool.
could have done worse.
Hmm.
They could have gone.
Well.
They could have tried to go Ahab on our whale.
Yeah. This whale's worth a lot. Well,
Birch is going to be like, it was worth enough that I was willing to be here with it.
yeah. Well, I guess we just keep an eye on the whale because we got 6 days to process enough fuel so we can jump again.
At least 6.
It's
this will-
6 days. Well, we got to do Cass. Does your ship have a fuel processor?
I believe it does.
Okay.
Let me
So, yeah,
double check.
we're
It
probably
has
the slow
fuel
one.
scoop and
Because Etta put a half-rate fuel processor in ours.
20 tons a day.
Oh, same that he has.
Mhm.
So then that means that our little whale gets 6 days to swim, feel a little bit better, catch some whatever food it'll eat on this planet. Hopefully there's food in that lagoon.
Yeah, we're probably going to restock food, and I think we have to restock our life support from this planet. Ew.
I'm not going to enjoy the air that we're going to be breathing for a while, but it's all we got.
Be nice to Foon, and maybe he'll let you hang out in his quarters.
Hmm.
Foon has
Well.
locked the area that he's in because there are too many humans on board, and he is pouting.
Well, see if there's anything our Aslan guest could go hunt and kill.
What they'll
But it sounds
probably
like they're-
do, being fairly wealthy, is go into this town and eat the fish that are dredged up and not be very happy about it. This isn't their preferred path to their, home world. They would at least prefer, a high port. But
Yeah, we would have too. We're sorry for that, but we had to leave Sterling before. Well, we had to leave quickly.
very strange things seem to happen to you. Not many people transport whales. What are you going
No.
to do in the Hyrit, anyway?
Deliver the whale?
And then turn back. That's a
Probably,
shame.
yes.
You should stay for a little while. We could treat you to Aslan customs. It's pleasant once you're used to it. Formal. Our planet is not so strict. It gets much more difficult the further you go spinward.
That sounds intriguing.
Yes, we'll tell you about it.
Mm.
And they'll describe their homeworld to you. I think Foon's
Okay.
homeworld is pretty interesting. It's like an ocean of oil.
Oh.
Yeah, what's up with that?
That's where Foon comes from?
Yeah, isn't that right? Hannah?
You're muted.
I'm muted. Yes.
Interesting.
Comes
So,
from-
like, was Foon just constantly mad that his fur was matted?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Foon does not like the fact that the place that he was from basically didn't have water, but it was all this oily stuff, and yeah, sand baths are the only ways to get it out.
You have to
Water is
remember,
evil.
Foon is a prince. He was probably
Mhm.
living up in the towers with the imported high quality sand baths and stuff like that, while the peasants were down breathing in the oil air.
Yeah, but he also would have seen it and disliked it.
Mm.
That would be slumming.
As the week passes on, nothing really happens. Like I said, quiet here. Con activity is noticeable. You can see their troops and their the crew and the spaceships will come down and dock and go to the bars, and officers will be seen in the administrative buildings. But overall, quiet.
Okay, so we've been here about a week, right? So can we do a week of studying?
I think that's fine. I would say Cindy, Armin, and Tula are primarily going to focus on taking care of the whale, since they have nothing really better to do.
Okay. Wonderful.
Mm.
Towards the end,
See how many different ways Foon teaches LeBlanc to say, "My fur is wet, damn it."
yep, so get your training weekend.
Okay.
And let's see.
Now Moira has to pick a new training thing to do.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
What
I'm
else-
sorry. Jeez.
What else can I be perfect at?
Yeah.
You know what, guys? Hey, she's terrible at combat, okay? Leave it alone.
Shoot me in the face. That's what I hear.
Oh yeah,
Well, so-
I've forgotten to actually do something for training. You know what? More gambling.
God damn it.
Could I actually have useful skills? Yes,
Ooh.
but it's funnier to be gambling.
It is funnier to be gambling. You're gonna have to find ways. You're gonna have to introduce gambling situations to me sometimes, because
Yeah, sure.
that's definitely. Hey, you want to heads or
if
tails?
he's-
Heads you die. Heads you live.
Yeah.
Starts betting on everything, like everything.
Yeah.
So
Two-Face.
Birch has been trying to learn gambling from him.
Great.
So this will be fun. Yep.
We found a good influence.
Although for her, it's probably cheating.
Towards the end of the week, the weather gets particularly foul. In the mornings, you hear Cindy over the comm. Could I get some help today over with the whale?
Yeah.
I think the weather's gonna be. You hear, heavy wind over the background. You can hear Armin yelling something indistinct. I think it's gonna be pretty nasty today.
Sure, I'll go help.
Moira kind of shrugs. She will go along Moira's moral support because she's not really sure what she'll do there, but
When you arrive past the cove, you can see a storm of sorts. It's building. It's like a massive monolith of cloud in the distance. You can see bits of lightning dropping down. It's got this greenish tint to it. And Cindy is looking out over it, and the wind is crashing into all of you. It's actually kind of perilous standing up here.
Like kind of like over the wind as we approach. I'm like, Sydney, holy shit! Why didn't you ask for help earlier, girl? What the hell, Lord?
It wasn't this bad when I called you. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
we're in for it.
Moira's like barely keeping on her feet as she's being buffeted around. She's pretty thin, so
Do you have any ideas for what to do? It's going to hit pretty soon. We need to try to either reinforce this or something.
Storm coming. I'll probably rip that apart. Can we get the whale back in the container?
didn't Birch do something to it?
Yeah. Where is the whale?
Oh shit, that's right. Is the tracker saying it's nearby?
It would be a sensors check, I would suspect.
Well,
Moira pulls out her comm and sees if she can triangulate the tracking code. Then
No, I'm sorry. I was just thinking of what to say. You probably don't need a sensors check for that. This is standard tech. You probably would have connected it. But if you want to make one for experience, totally cool.
Moira will never be able to upgrade anything she does computers with anymore. It's all good.
The whale is currently in the depths of the cove. You can't see it because it's very dark. Flashes of light now illuminate the inside of the cove as a storm draws near. Armin and Tula, Armin's, should we get inside the ship or what? We have minutes. Can we get a whale inside a thing in minutes?
no. All right. Let's see if we can reinforce this netting and hope it's good enough.
Okay.
What is the netting made out of?
We're like tech level 8, which is advanced computers. Like, we're thinking space age material. Probably pretty strong.
Yeah,
But I mean, it's old. That's the point. This place is poor and old. So you probably bought it from someone poor and old, and they probably gave you something pretty shitty.
poor and old.
Yeah, that's the best I can describe it.
Well, just see if we can double up the netting and hope for the best and get back in the ship.
Aye, I'll help out.
All right. Make a mechanics check, either separately or attaching,
Ooh, thank
or
goodness.
any other kind of role you think that applies to this.
No, mechanics good for me.
Yeah, I have a 0 for
LeBlanc's
mechanics, so
gonna
we're
be in the
okay.
bridge just in case he needs to stabilize his ship or something.
So I guess I'm rolling the mechanics, or are you rolling it? Oh, okay, you already rolled it. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, cats would be useless in this situation unless you need something cut.
Are you rolling that 2 con or?
No, I was about to roll
okay.
it, and we already got a 9. So
All right. So you're happy with a 9? I guess was the point. What you're
Yeah,
doing
you
right
know
now
what?
is reinforcing the net.
Screw it. I'll try.
It's worth a try. And if any other ideas to keep the whale inside the cove, that's what we're looking for. See?
Birch is going to sit, and it's been a while, right? It's been multiple days.
Yeah, it's been a couple days.
A week.
Okay. I'm just making sure because I have to check my psi points. She's gonna try to basically send it. I'm gonna go with more of pay attention to us thoughts.
What's the range on that?
The range on that is long.
That's pretty far.
And long distance is like, oh, wow, that's not that far. 250 meters.
I mean, like that's pretty long, just not in the scope of ships. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
don't know how
800,
far-
820
a
feet
whale.
for us Americans. So what's the yard? 273 yards. All right. That's pretty far.
Sorry, I totally forgot you guys couldn't convert that right away. I was like,
I'm-
oh, that's
Well-
it's a decent distance.
I mean, it is. No, but it's not like if it's not.
All right.
Okay.
So
Yes, I can convert it too, but it's not.
you could
as
be on the
far-
ship. My point was you could be on the ship while you do this, if you so choose. So
Okay.
because the storm
Yeah,
is raging and
she's-
coming in very quickly.
Yeah, she'll be on the ship, but she'll still do this then, because she doesn't want to get out there.
Okay.
Alright.
good.
And +3.
'Cause I think it would be cool to have forced you out there with close range, and you have to do it.
Yeah, because then we have to make a harness for
Free
Birch.
Willy. All right, that passes.
But it's only 6 to pass.
Okay. Everybody can see the whale as it slowly emerges from the shadows as the storm comes. Waves being crashing against the rocks now. It seems to be staring at the back of the ship.
Can I sink the ship enough to let him get in?
To waddle up
Not
onto
a,
the
not
cargo
a
bay.
question I thought I'd say.
Unless you're gonna fill your bay with water.
Yeah, it's going to take. We'll have to roll the container down, get it loaded, and do that. It's going to take an hour. At least.
Next time we need to have everything tied up down there, because then I could just sink it, let the whale swim in. We get it into its pond pool,
Hmm.
and then we take off and let it drain out the door.
So, if we kept the ship down because the storm's coming in, is there any way we could use the deflectors to help moderate the wave action into the cove?
My God, man, I have no idea.
Like that.
That sounds cool. Picturing it, right? So you dip down and you start blinking, yeah, like the deflector shields, and the force of that starts, creating tremors in the water. That sounds neat. If you,
Sounds neat, but
what does that do exactly?
well, the deflectors just reduce damage by 1d6. So,
No, I mean, like, what's the purpose of doing that in this situation?
just to calm the water coming into the cove so it doesn't break the netting. It doesn't hurt the whale.
Yeah, pinpoint big waves or any, trash that might be washed towards it, and
That's
use the
ridiculous.
deflector to block it.
Yeah, take a luck point. Restore a luck point for that if you're missing any, because that's a cool
Woohoo.
idea to picture. All right, I'll allow that. That'd probably be piloting and then turret shields or whatever.
That,
Oh,
I think is Moira.
That is more. Yeah, gunner turret. I got that.
Boone also has
And it's
gunner.
a gunner
turret.
screen, I think.
Oh yeah,
Deflectors are screens.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I took a point on that after we found out we had that on the ship.
Okay.
you want me to roll pilot?
Oh my god! I don't help.
Sick. LeBlanc. That's amazing.
That's the worst roll I've ever made in this game.
You've never
Moira?
double won it?
The lagoon's down there.
She radiates the whale.
I find it hard to believe you've never double won it before, but okay. Well, I think the session just got a little longer. So, LeBlanc, you dip down perfectly. Any onlookers would see the Guild T2 perfectly balancing over the ocean in front of the cove as the wind and the storm begins to really buff it down now. Lightning strikes in the far distance. You can see many of them flashing out in the horizon, and it's basically this big gray blur in front of you. Whoever looks out into, from the cockpit. Moira, you follow the plan, right? You start, Hamish's idea, and you start blinking the deflector shields, which has something like the intended effect. The water starts shifting, but it's a little trickier than it sounds, and you start, you got the timing a little wrong. You have to balance it against the currents and, how the water is moving at that moment, and you get the timing wrong, and you actually make the situation a little worse. So the storm buffets the cove for a good 30 minutes, Moira, as you get tired of doing this, trying to defend the cove, and yet as you watch the sensors, you watch with maybe some horror as the whale icon moves under the ship and squeezes its way. It tries to avoid the deflector shields that blink, hugging the wall, and you watch the icon try to move out into the open ocean. Seems the net broke.
Birch, and you got Birch is getting panicked comms calls from Moira.
Birch will pick up the comm and be like, yes?
We need our whale whisperer. Whatever you did before, whale whisperer. Whale's escaping. Whale's escaping.
How much of
Make the whale high.
Where are you, Birch, right now?
She's sitting in her, near the bridge.
Of the guilty?
Yeah. In her old room.
So here's the thing, you need eye contact with whatever you're
I need eye
using
contact.
power. Not eye contact, but eye line of sight. I think we established that before with psychic powers.
Right.
So at this moment, sitting here, you're looking out at the ocean, at nothing.
You're muted again.
Did I break Anna?
Still muted.
It doesn't show me as muted.
I hear you now.
You aren't anymore.
Okay. I'm so confused. Okay, so then... Okay, she will put on a vac suit, I guess, or whatever, and go out to try to help, but be grumbling and saying that they owe her more money.
Are you serious? You're really gonna do that? That's amazing.
Yep. And she's gonna message Cindy and Hamish and tell them that they better make sure that she gets a proper treatment, and she needs at least one upgrade. So Hamish.
Is she actually
better
going to
save up.
sacrifice herself right now?
She wants all of the money from that thing. She's not gonna sacrifice herself. It's gonna
All right.
work.
It'll work.
Go ahead and make a vac suit check, and then make a athletics dex check.
Athletics deck. Oh, okay. In the back suit.
Is there something I can do with the ship to help her? Tilt it the right way.
Well, this is going poorly already.
You can make a pilot
and then
check.
an athletics next. Yeah, well, that didn't help her actually have her back suit on properly. Know what I need to take next.
Yeah, I think I need
said
to refresh.
athletics next. Okay. I swear she has everything.
Did my roll go through?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I don't think
it
it's
lost
going
its
very well.
connection. There we go.
No, it's not going very well.
Ooh, no, it's not.
Well, I think we can apply that to the vac suit check. LeBlanc, like we're saying, this is kind of like a help. We can apply +1 to the vac suit. That gets her to an 8. So that's good. All right. Everybody watches as Birch dons a vac suit and opens the side of the airlock door. And I like to imagine her just diving out into the water, right?
I guess so. And then she's going to call the freaking whale to her using the telepathy.
Make a recon check with a Bane.
Okay, recon check. So that's roll 3. Drop the lowest. So that's DL, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bane, drop.
And you said recon. Checking. Recon. I think I'm a +2 on that. Oh, Bane. I said should have been the other way.
Hmm.
So that would have been a 6, so an 8.
An 8.
Okay.
That's actually pretty good.
Okay, and then
I'm gonna
the
do something here real quick.
you just want her to be injured.
Well, you're diving out into the... Okay. So, first,
Into the ocean, during a storm, chasing a whale.
first you dive out after donning the vac suit into the water.
She's
It's dark.
bored.
It's murky. It is hard to see. The storm is raging above you as you're slightly underwater. You look out into the darkness and you try to spot this whale. And by sheer luck, you manage to catch the very tip of its tail as it's moving away. But this is enough. And you made your telepathy check already, did you?
Nope. It's a
Well,
12.
there you go. It disappears into the darkness for a moment. And then you see Birch, it turn around and you hear it cry out over the storm. Massive whale call. And it glides towards you and kind of bumps into you a little bit. And then stops
Aw.
right into you.
She'll she'll get on top of it, like gonna ride it, and
Uh-huh.
wait, and basically just be like, "All right, I'm here. I get all of the money from this one, guys."
Okay. Let's make you do something new. Make you a animal handling check. Or animal training. Either one, honestly.
Animal handling. I actually have animal handling on Birch.
And
It was
you
one of the
all
things that she had.
see a few moments after Birch, I don't know if I said this, but you take 6 points of damage after that whole ordeal.
Oh,
As you dived in,
Of course.
and you were battered against some rocks by the side of the wall. Athletics check didn't work out very well.
Okay.
But other than that, mission
This is true.
successful.
6 points of damage.
Mhm.
And somebody make
And
some
1
kind of check to
second.
maybe repair the net.
This
Mechanic
might not work
minus
very
2.
well because she has animal handling, but it's not very high.
I can shout advice.
She jumped. Apparently, when she jumped on it, she like pinched it by accident, and it is not happy.
That's true. Yeah, you get it into the pen, but telepathy only works so much. Maybe it's building a resistance to it, and it suddenly does like a quick barrel roll and sends Birch flying a few feet off it before splashing in the water. And then it,
Do we want to roll damage for me again?
nah,
Damn it!
unless you want to. Yeah, sounds
Of
good
course,
again.
I want to.
All right, why not?
Cool.
Another 1d6, or another 5 points of damage for Birch.
Ooh. Are you still conscious?
She is one.
In a leaky suit, but should be okay.
What's the armor for
not.
a vac suit?
8
Oh,
or
it's
10.
huge. Yeah, it's 8 or 10.
Vac suits give you 10 armor?
Yeah.
8.
No.
Protection 8 for a basic.
Oh, so like
Yeah.
none of this has done anything to Birch then.
Okay.
Well,
Maybe I should have
Okay.
been rolling 2d6s. I don't know.
You
I
could
mean,
also
whatever.
say that
It's-
it
it's-
because
He
it's
also has-
battering, it goes through.
That's true.
yeah, but she also has 6 armor on her arms.
She's like a tank. That's why we can do all this stuff to her, is because she just built like a tank.
I'm gonna still put it down as her having 11. She still has a bit of. She has no strength at this point. So took it out of the strength. Her combat arms are gonna need to be fixed.
So you're out of endurance and strength?
Wait, was I supposed to do endurance first?
Yeah,
Yeah.
damage always comes from endurance first.
Okay. Well, then she's out of endurance, and her strength is down to 11.
Just don't lose 2 stats.
Yep. Alright. So you're not unconscious. Everybody watches Birch get flung against the wall by the whale.
Ooh.
Did somebody make a mechanics check? You did.
I did.
Yeah.
Yep. So Hamish, you go out in the middle of the storm and you do your best to repair the net. And this process goes on for quite a while as the storm rages on for the day. But by the end of the day, the storm slowly passes by, leaving kind of decimated feeling in the air. After several rounds of repairing the net and trying to round up the whale, you're probably all thoroughly exhausted, but you are successful. And with the weather calm again, tomorrow's probably get the whale back on the ship and leave.
All right.
We just got the whale back on the ship. Isn't that what I just went through?
No, you got the whale into the cove.
So it wouldn't flee and we wouldn't lose all the money for this contract.
Yeah.
But you know what? The deflector shield idea was really cool. And if that had
Yeah, it
worked,
was.
that would have been really cool. But instead, Birch had to do a free willy.
Well,
Birch has just demanded. Well, one, she's gonna walk up and demand that the doctor take care of all of her issues right now. And,
yeah, no, that's fine. You're the wounded one here.
and that he needs to figure out an upgrade for her.
Mm-hmm.
And demand all the money from the other things. She's just gonna keep on putting demands until someone starts ignoring her.
We already are ignoring her, but I'm still treating you.
He's just going, and while he works on you.
But
Hey,
she's
Birch
gonna be
more.
like taking that as an agreement.
Yeah.
And more.
Goodness, you've got 3 broken ribs. Oh, congratulations.
Keegan's over there poking a deer in the face who's laying
Okay.
nearby.
Stop messing with the unconscious guy.
Why? He's not paying rent.
Birch is gonna be like, "Hey, just poke him with some needles. I was doing that
No.
earlier."
Acupuncture. Leave that on my planet.
Sure. I was just
That's
checking
the
to see if
fucking
he had
med bay.
feeling in his toes. I thought you were
Okay.
supposed to do that to check all the extremities.
No, not you, me.
Why do you get to have all the fun? All right.
So treat Birch, and then I guess the next day we load the whale up and get the hell out of.
Birch is gonna basically go back over to Cass's ship because it has more space.
I'm sure Cass is so happy.
He might be. He gets to play poker.
He
and
gets
other
to play.
stuff
Yeah,
with
he
her.
gets to gamble with someone, so he won't complain.
There we go.
And also, didn't you notice they sort of get along?
All
none of
too
that.
well.
Moira has not heard any of the fun interactions. That was aboard the other ship.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This is true. So they all can think he doesn't get along with her.
Should we bug that guy's ship or something? Just throwing the idea out there. I mean, I'm not saying we should do it, but
I
should
think
we do
if
it?
Moira's had Birch has her compad. Moira probably has access.
Actually, hey,
Oh, I
before
have
we jump, should we talk about some
I have,
things?
I have a full
Yeah,
radar and
we
lidar
should.
map of his ship by now. It's like I have every crevice mapped by now from her comm unit.
How the hell?
What do we need to talk about?
Like, we're
Going to con next. How do we get whatever this is? What is it we're delivering?
A box.
It's something
How big a
important
box?
to somebody that we're smuggling out of
Nice.
Caledon that fits in a 1D-ton box.
Oh dear God! It's a D-ton.
It's a 1D-ton. Remember?
14 cubic meters.
You guys helped us get it.
How are we getting that on a planet that's going to
like
give us
something
a
you put on
free
a
colonoscopy
trolley.
when we go through immigration?
I mean, there is such a thing as a bribe.
I don't know. Look, I'm not a
That's
criminal.
worked so well for us.
Why don't we call up the criminal ship and ask the criminals how you do it? Hey, criminals, how do you smuggle goods onto onto a planet that's totally locked down? I was thinking like opening it up and like, you know, individual packaging and something about a colonoscopy, but I don't know about that.
Now they asked us not to open it.
Yeah, of course.
Usually, now the problem is it can't, but usually I drop it from orbit and hope it doesn't break upon impact and then get someone on the ground to pick it up. Perhaps not from orbit, perhaps go a bit lower and drop it still. Problem is it can't, so they probably have every inch of the whole planet mapped out.
Does it have oceans?
It has 10% water surface.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
so
essentially
no.
just
if we take an asteroid, hollow out the very middle, put it into the asteroid, and very carefully push the asteroid towards the planet, and have a transponder on it that responds to our transponder signal.
Now, while I like interstellar terrorism as much as the next guy, that has a few issues.
That's only if we miss the water.
God, I could be sold on that idea is the problem.
Oh God.
Well, Todd, I actually like that idea. That's interesting.
So do I.
Yeah, I like it. Just beware that.
No, I think we should explore other options as well. But man, that's an interesting, an interesting one.
We miss.
Load your smuggled goods.
On the list.
Load your smuggled goods onto a fucking meteor and slam it into a planet and recover it after that. That's a new one to me. I haven't even considered that.
Yeah. Alternative would be to borrow basically a scrap heap and make it crash land.
People will
Can
follow
I suggest a slightly different option?
True.
We're just gonna go in. While bribing and all that is wonderful, and we might be able to do it if I meet the right person, face to face and all that. I was wondering if we could actually, we're going to be selling items, correct?
We have nothing in the cargo hold.
Oh, right. What does this place
Why
export? Mud?
We need to
Mud?
export something.
I mean, we could try some speculative trading if we've had time to go look, but
This place exports onesium. So I don't think you can get that if you're just anybody.
probably
That's
not.
all it exports.
I think that's the main export that anybody cares about.
Yeah.
Well, you like mud? Or fish?
No.
I mean, where Cass come from, kids would probably kill to get to actually experience mud. Now, on the other hand, they're kids and don't have any money, but still.
Now I'm sad.
Basically, I was thinking that we could sneak it in through other ones be a distraction by having other boxes, but we literally have nothing in the cargo bay.
Yeah, we got nothing. I mean, we could do some speculative trading and see what's around, but
we sold all our tea.
Oh, just free.
we sold everything. We've got a whale.
Okay.
Speculative trading
We
for
didn't
freight
buy
or mail.
anything else.
We
I
could
mean,
put
we don't
it
have
in
to
the
speculative
whale.
trade. We can still buy general goods. Every port is going
Actually,
to
I
offer
think-
generalized goods.
And you know what? You also
Uh,
have mail. What
Nope,
you could do.
I heard what LeBlanc just said. Birch is
Yeah.
gonna be like, I totally agree with that. Let's stick it in the whale, and the whale needs to go down into the ocean, and then we just like remove it from the whale. And
Oh my
there we go.
god! You hear Cindy in the back of the cargo hold. Oh my god!
Oh,
Which end of the whale? No, I'm just kidding.
yeah.
Oh,
That's a doctor question.
That's such a
Doctor?
That's such a Birch Foon
Mhm.
idea. But it probably
LeBlanc's
would
been
work.
hanging out
I don't
with
think.
Bir-
Would they
with
scan a
them.
whale? Would they scan a
I
living
don't-
whale?
I don't
Probably
know.
wouldn't.
Probably for diseases.
What did you say?
I
Like, for
mean,
diseases. We
yeah,
can
like
have it
customs
draw
usually
blood
check
draw.
your pets, but if the whale isn't our pet, would they check it?
We're not. They
Like,
wouldn't check for disease unless we were releasing it there.
Right,
We're not
yeah.
trying to get into Australia, guys. Like, come on.
Where?
Or are we? I don't know.
I mean,
I personally see this as a wonderful option.
so do I,
after all-
kinda. That might just work.
Okay, so impregnate a whale with an
outrageous,
unknown
but-
cause.
Stop! Don't say it like that. We're not
Throw an
impregnating a whale.
asteroid at a
We're
throw an asteroid
feeding.
at a planet with 6 billion inhabitants.
We're feeding. I mean, we gotta. In that case, when we have to open up the crate, is it gonna swallow an
Yes.
entire?
Probably.
How big
So-
is the whale?
It's supposed to
I
only
mean,
fill
whales
up.
are pretty big.
It's supposed to only fill up 20 D-tons, I thought.
Yeah, it's a 20 D-ton whale, and
Which I guess.
the whale food is 3 D-tons
I guess it
for
could.
like 40 days.
Whales. All right.
I don't know. That doesn't seem right, but
I feel like you would have to like. I feel like the logical thing to do would open it up and insert it into the whale's food,
Hmm.
and hope that it doesn't like crush it.
But
You
we
gotta,
were
like,
asked not to.
you were
Okay.
asked not to do that, but
Well, traditionally, most whales don't really chew food. It just goes down into
I
their
know,
stomach.
right? It goes through
Hmm.
little filter hairs.
Yeah, but if we bypass the filter hairs
I imagine
by basically.
it's not going to swallow the whole crate, but I think if
Hmm.
you opened it and took out whatever's inside, and maybe put it in the food and got it to swallow it, that's how you could get it into the whale,
Hmm.
which is a very interesting idea.
Just to be clear, apparently, if it's like, I don't know, it depends on how big it is. But in theory, a whale mouth, now obviously this whale is actually fairly small, can hold up to 90 tons of water,
Hmm.
and its stomach can hold 1 ton of krill.
I think it's perfectly possible. I don't think this whale's stomach can
it's-
digest space age crap. So
But its throat is going to be surprisingly small. So
Yes.
we do have to
Hmm.
open
that's
it.
going to be our problem.
Right, it's not going to swallow the whole crate.
Well, we can always like you said, cut a hole in the side in its stomach.
Well,
Insert
And I
I'm
it.
just
think
gonna
he
go ahead
means
and put-
instead of feeding it the crate, open the crate up and feed it the stuff that's in the crate.
Right,
The-
and I'm just going to point this out. I think that we can remake the crate, and they won't be able to tell that we opened it.
So you're working on that part, and who's feeding the whale?
You, whale
It's not going
whisperer.
to be Cass. Nope, I'm on the other ship.
Oh,
We haven't left yet. This was discussion before we actually leave.
yeah, we haven't jumped
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah.
Okay, well, she's going to be like, but I'm gonna be on the other ship. Oh, wait,
Hmm.
I can do this? And when do you want me to do this? We're gonna do this before we get there, right?
Is that what
But
we're
not
gonna
too
do?
much
I
before.
mean, the two good ideas that I've heard so far are throw a meteor at it, or put it in a whale, or
Hmm.
maybe we throw a whale at the planet. I don't know.
Could we like have an emergency landing on water and
Not on
drop
Khan.
There is no
the-
water.
You're not gonna have an
There's-
emergency landing on Khan.
Nope.
They
It's a
just
hell
shoot us
world.
down.
They'll shoot us down, and it's a hell world.
Hmm.
It's 10% liquid.
10% liquid, but the environment requires an oxygen mask.
They're importing water. I mean,
Yeah.
Maybe we can
This
get
is-
some water from here.
I could take water. True.
we gotta export water.
If they import water, we can take enough water with us.
Probably just call that
And
cargo
the
like standard
whale-
freight.
I know, and the
Hmm.
whale
How-
will be like happy and released in the water.
We can fill the whole
duration of-
cargo. We
Cargo
can't
with
get a bigger
water.
tank. That's not gonna.
Well, what if we fill the cargo bay with water and sand for the bottom and bury the contents of the crate?
I like that
Turning
idea.
the guilty into a fishbowl. The
Well, I mean,
mermaids.
Are we hoping that
It's now called the teacup.
The teacup.
I think they are gonna scan the crate.
They're gonna scan the crate, looking, and we don't even know what's in it.
No,
Have we
he's
scanned it?
saying
No, how did they scan
I'm
it?
not
They
the
don't
crate.
know
I
it.
mean the pen. You know what I mean?
It's gonna
Pen.
be in sand, right? So maybe if we make the sand something that is gonna
So-
block.
We have we scanned the crate yet?
I think you scanned it and looked at it. It's sealed. Like obviously opening it
Mm.
will make it so that it's obvious that it opened.
It has like a tamper seal, do not open.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, the only other thing I think of is we jump in, but not at the 100D limit. We jump in 200 diameters or 300 diameters out, park the crate, and then go in.
Then we don't have a crate.
And then figure out how to get it in. See how tight their scans are and everything else.
That's a fairly conservative method. I don't mind that. And again, like it's a tamper seal on a crate can be replaced. I still argue
we-
that.
Okay.
Are the scans being done like from another ship or something?
I expect that's when we dock with the high port.
I think that's the
Like,
first time we
again,
ever
how are they
went in
gonna-
for information first. Sorry, LeBlanc.
The how because why would they scan a cargo bay full of water and whale?
And why
How
would
they
this?
scan?
They're
And this
con.
is the government that's going to replace our phones with their own.
You remember Janet? It's like Janet.
God. What is it about this part of space?
Oh, there's no. If we fill the cargo bay with water, there's no way into it without dumping all the water.
So you're saying they
Hmm.
won't be able to go inside to perform their scans if we claim that we had to fill up our cargo bay with water to support the whale that we're delivering.
What do you?
Hmm.
You can't just fill it up with free water and let the whales swim
I'm-
around in it.
Like at the end of the
LeBlanc
day,
looks out
we
the window down at the water. Is it just if I presume it's vacuum proof for
It is
zero
but
G
that's
loading?
it's just not a. You would need either a
not gonna
new
work with
pen that's
water.
going to fit the entire massive cargo hold that you have, or when you open something, it's all going to go spilling out. And then you have a whale like tumbling out of your cargo hold. That's not a good idea. I don't think.
I feel like we could make it
we
work.
have
We can
birch
make it work.
s-
You're open to
staying-
do whatever, but I
We
don't
can
know.
lock Birch in there with the whale. And she
Excuse
can-
me. No.
A little
We can
mermaid
tell
already
it
voice
when
on
getting
the
Birch.
whale
paid
needs
for
to
this whole
get back
thing.
in its pen.
Just sing to it. Just sing to it, Birch. You know, the whale whisperer.
You
Yeah.
all shall not use that name.
I think, given the fact we watched them splash 2 merchants
Oh yeah, these people are gonna kill
outside
us
the,
if we get caught.
Yeah.
By the way, like we're talking about like life in prison, probably hard labor,
dead.
work to death. If we fuck this up,
Mhm.
by the way, just throwing that out there.
Yeah, that's my concern. And the problem's going to be when we jump in, our fuel tank's going to be empty.
They got a gas planet.
Yeah, but that takes like 2 days.
We got time. I don't know.
So,
What's the rush?
so jump
gonna-
in, hit
Are
the
we gonna
gas
explain to our
giant.
passengers that
We're
their
smuggling.
captains might be going to jail in about a week? We're just gonna not tell them about
God.
Or the
Well-
reporter we have on board.
The catch is we could let the other ship carry it. However, we figure out how to make it get there.
that. Khan's a busy place. We got like 3 billion people on the surface. I imagine the
Mhm.
high port's probably busy as hell. Kind of like the trade
Yeah.
junction between the Hyrate, the Dominant, Caledon, and all that. It's kind of right dab in the middle.
Yeah. Which means there probably is a fair amount of corruption.
I'm sure.
Maybe. Well,
I'm just saying.
how do
I'm
we-
just saying. Bribing seems the safest method, but because we do have enough money to make a bribe worth it. But I understand what you guys are saying.
Yeah. No, I see that.
You know, 16 million in the grand scheme of things. It's not that much.
No.
But disappointing the people that we agreed to might be that much.
Oh no,
great.
yeah, we succeed or no, right? We fail.
I don't need
We
more
get into
enemies.
customs and we die. We don't do the job and we make more enemies and we die. Or we do the job and we're doing this for the
We
Grand
just have
Slave
to-
Run again, right? Yeah.
Yes, you wanted to get into the Grand Slave Line. I get you a lead. You guys don't like the lead because it involves selling people. I get you another lead. What if you have to bend some rules? You want to be goody two shoes? Go be
Moira?
goody two shoes.
You're sure you can reset that seal?
I'm fairly certain I should be able to reset a tamper seal. We just need to be able to find another tamper seal to replace it with.
This is like TL12.
Well, what do you think? Oh, God.
We're on
There's
Gavza.
nothing
I'm still-
between us.
I am still in favor of bribing him. That's just me.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, there are a few. If you get me to the right person, I might be able to help.
Well, it's not going to be an issue until we try to take it off the ship.
Maybe we should make the other people take it off the ship, is what you're saying, right? We
Yeah.
got it here.
We got it here.
I believe the
Or
terms
see-
were that we deliver it onto the planet.
It is
Well,
on the
okay.
planet.
Criminals are new.
I
So
think
if
that
we
was a
got
hard
two-
part of the job. Like that's why specifically why we're doing it.
Okay.
So
Well,
if we get there, then maybe we can see if they have anyone on the inside that could help.
I actually think right now, folks, that maybe we're trying to plan too much with too little information. Like
Yeah.
LeBlanc said, we don't really know what's actually going to happen on the planet. We don't know how bad the
Mhm.
security is going to be. So I just say we
Yeah.
arrive, keep it in our nice tamper-proof area in our nice smuggling den, and then once we get there, then we can make the call whether or not a bribe or using
Right.
using Birch's brain stuff will work, or if we got to go grab that meteor and make something crazy happen. You know.
So,
Yeah.
okay, so how about this? We jump in, Cass, Birch go up front, they dock first, and we come in 12 hours after them. That way we know how they're going to approach, how much scanning they're going to do of the ship, and if they have issues.
No, I like
Sorry,
that.
send. Did you
Mhm.
say send Birch and Cass ahead?
Yeah, they're 12 hours ahead of us, so we get to see the initial security process to see will us even having it on the ship be a problem.
Okay.
And then we just
need
pull up
Birch,
12
though,
hours after and dock.
if we decide bribing and brains is how we're going to get in, we need Birch on our ship.
Wow, I'm having men fight over me. This is so exciting.
Yes, but we don't
Who'd
don't
have
need
thunk, right,
her.
Birch?
Mhm.
We don't need her on our ship to dock. We let them dock, and then we dock 12 hours later, if all looks good. Then we meet up with Birch, and then
Usually
we can
we're
do our
not
bribing.
scanned when we dock. We're scanned as we're entering the system, remember? Another ship
And this
docks with us and rips us apart.
is a ship that, or this is a race that sent a battleship to go trash 2 merchants.
Illegal smuggler merchants.
No, what I'm meaning though is we're going to get scanned before we get to the high port.
Right. Probably. And frankly,
Hope we find the crate.
if Cass and Birch are both for us, 12 hours, they will have been scanned and let us know 12 hours ahead of time that we're going to be scanned.
Doesn't he have the stuff? Oh, no, wait. We're figuring out what to do
We
with
have
the
the
stuff.
stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, man, this is complicated.
It is. Smuggling really is a pain.
Birch. Cass, aren't you a smuggling expert? Do you have any ideas here? What are you thinking?
I do agree that getting more reconnaissance would be beneficial. This is a tough situation. It's not what I usually do. Usually I'd charge a lot more than you were charging for this kind of operation. Now, I agree that we should probably get more information.
Okay.
There isn't much more
I guess
I
we're
can
doing it
say
the
just
Varn way.
right up this.
By the way, Doc, you owe me 1,000 credits.
Yeah.
Chalk that one
Haven't
up.
left yet.
Left without incident.
Uh-huh.
Easy money.
Nope. You're right.
That's like 3.
You were betting without me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just figured you don't know yet. But we don't typically leave planets in the right way. we tend to.
If there's a bet to be had, I want in.
The way we left Sterling is actually the usual way.
Yeah.
I can believe that.
I wonder how that guy you shot is doing.
Well, you didn't let me watch him go out the airlock, so. Anyway.
So
he's doing better than he could have been. So, what's our plan then?
You don't have anything illegal on your ship, do you, Cass?
Nope.
Promise?
So we go in as 2 separate ships.
I have
Robot
nothing at all,
we don't.
unless Birch is somehow or Cass is somehow illegal. Probably not.
Birch probably can't be off of the ship in this place because she has a combat arms and the combat eye.
Yeah.
But she can still be on the ship, therefore it should be fine.
True. Yep. But switching ships might be a problem.
Mhm.
Right.
But yeah, I have literally zero cargo or anything on that on the ship.
Yeah.
Everything would have been offloaded either on Sterling or before.
All right. Is there anything we need from Gavza before we go?
We would have topped up life support and maintenance.
Cass will fill a bag with mud for the kids when he returns home.
Great. You have kids?
No,
Oh.
just for general kids on the
Just-
station he was
Just
born
to
at.
give kids mud.
Apparently, he has heart of gold. Are we gonna throw it at them?
Heart of gold, bag of mud.
Yeah.
Well, the kids deserve to experience how shit the mud really is sometimes.
So I feel like I
They
should
need
give,
to know it's overrated.
I feel like I should give the GM disclaimer. Warning: Con is dangerous. Bad things will happen.
Yeah.
Plan accordingly. So
Go find my spare character.
I could lose 2 characters. I have another one.
cool.
I like making characters, so I'm completely fine with Cass dying instantly.
See?
All right.
We're all happy. We could just have a total wipe.
That'd be an interesting.
Like,
thing. Imagine
I
Pro
am the
comes
one
back
with the
next
least
session.
investment.
Pro
I'm
comes
sorry.
back next session. Yeah, we TPK'd.
Yeah.
Like
Sorry.
3 months into having our 400-ton ship, we just blew up. We're now all what are the insect things? The
All
hivers.
aliens.
Yeah, we're playing a hiver campaign now.
Oh god, so we're all just trying to manipulate each other constantly?
I'm click clack, and I'm trying to manipulate everybody else, and we're all trying to make money as hivers, and
That's
Tell that
legitimately the,
anyway.
that's the one reason I didn't play a Hiver character when we were rolling up for alt characters. I was like, oh, the entire point of these characters is just to be manipulative. Like,
when Pearl joins, we have to
I
play that
think
straight.
right? Yeah.
Mm,
Oh man.
So,
Okay.
But yeah,
So
no,
we're
I'm the
going
one here
in-
with the least investment. I'm fine.
Well, let's jump to con then.
so if
Go ahead.
We're jumping to con right now.
Oh.
Or are we ending the session for the night and jumping to con?
What do you guys want to do? We still have technically an hour, but do you want to stop and save that for next time? It's a good stopping point right here. Or we can
It is
talk
a good
about stuff.
Wait,
Yeah, we might think of something cool during the week.
All right.
Yeah.
true,
Let's stop here
This
then.
also just, yeah,
We can
this is a good
brainstorm.
stopping point, unless, we actually got to con and we got thrown in jail. That would be the other stopping point. But, like,
Sure.
Yeah.
So
Been there twice.
to recap, you managed to keep your whale in the whale pen. Good for you. Birch discovered that she is a whale whisperer. And next,
Mhm.
we have to go to Con. And I recommend you look at Con's Traveler page. It's
yeah,
mean,
bad.
law level C. It's bad. It's going to be difficult.
animal
And you
training
need to
or-
get a 1D ton package down to the surface past customs somehow. How you do that
Somehow,
is the problem we need to consider for the next session.
yeah.
All right.
And I'm gonna up Birch's animal training or skills. Should it be handling or training?
Which one did you do? You did both?
I don't remember if it was training or handling because it's under animals and they were both the same.
One was rolled
Um,
one's rolled with another stat, I think. Tell that
with
way.
Dex. We'll do
Remember
they're
what you
this-
used?
the same for her.
Oh, they're both the same.
Nope.
All right. Whatever. You could just pick one then, I guess.
I'm gonna do training because she likes being in control.
Nice. Yeah. Birch is doing a lot of work. I don't know about you guys. Like, as much as you bag on
Wait.
Birch,
Yep.
she does a lot of good work, man.
Which con is this? 2439?
Oh,
No, A0817, I'd guess, because it's in Reaver's Deep.
It's the one
Yeah.
to the left of
Thank you.
Caledon, Gavza.
It's one left of Herney, one bottom below Siney, and then to the right of Tembo.
What these mean?
Khan is a poor, non-agricultural and industrial high-population hell world.
It's kind of like Terra from Warhammer.
hmm.
It sucks. It sucks to be there.
Man, I think this is the first time I've seen HE, the Hell World, under remarks on a planet. I haven't
Yeah,
been looking for it.
Hellworld. It's straight up 10%. Like they import water. They live in a charismatic oligarchy. It's very imperialistic and militaristic. Khan has a fucked up history. We can talk about it more next session, but Khan is. Yeah.
I think the other thing I'm interested by is that it says puzzle as well.
Hmm.
Because it's ancient.
Yeah, what a neat remark for a planet.
Khan used to be a big empire, like 1,000 years ago, and then Soleimani, Aslan Wars, whatnot, they lost, and now they're a single planet, like a single system, and the surrounding, like Tembo and Hearn, they all pay like lip service to the wannabe polity that is Khan, but it's not officially a thing that's recognized. They wish. They want. Meh.
Interesting.
Khan's interesting. I've been wanting to go here for a while. I'm
Of course you
disappointed.
have.
I'm disappointed you guys didn't want to go to Coventry. Coventry would have been awesome. Coventry is just to recap, a lava prison planet. It's like high, like the biggest, highest concentration prison in Reaver's Deep, and it's like, that prison, like Azkaban.
A Max Sex Salam.
Yeah, you don't want to go. You don't want to go to Coventry. I'll force you there.
Yeah, we didn't.
I'm getting big time Chronicles of Riddick vibes right now.
Dude, it would have been sweet. You guys would have went there, and that would have been. Oh man, it would have been cool.
Yeah, we would have died.
Yeah, we would have died.
And then you guys, yeah.
We would have died.
You would have burned in the lava pits, and I would have been like, yes.
Mhm.
Now I can force you to play another game, like.
Another
Mutants and
game?
Masterminds. Yeah, I can force you to play
you
Mutants and
talking about?
Masterminds. We could do a superhero campaign.
Mm.
That'd be awesome.
Then I get to be more, even more, like annoying.
Yeah, my superhero would be Bigger, Better Man. His
Hmm.
superpower.
Actually,
his superpower is whatever's around him. He has to be the biggest living thing in the room. So he can't help it. He resizes to be bigger than everybody else in the area. That's it. You can't control it. That's the whole point. So, yeah, Bigger, Better Man. Bigger, Better Man.
I've always wanted to try out masks, but I know there are modifications for masks, but like specifically that game's about teenage superheroes. That's really all about the drama of being a teenage superhero. And it's like, I don't know. I'm fine being an adult superhero and having adult drama, thank you.
I'd play that one with you. That sounds interesting. I love superhero shit. Like Mutant and Mastermind, I've always wished I could play a committed game of that. But
Yeah, the only thing about masks is that it's PBTA, so similar to Monster of the Week, where it's a little bit unintuitive in comparison to some of the other systems people play. So, but yeah, with PBTA, it's God the damage. You only have 9 health. Good lord, it's so scary.
for a superhero,
Oh, we did.
what's up, Anna?
Oh, we did set up the server so I can run some stuff too. More dungeon crawl style for random
like-
breaks if you want them.
It's been like 2 years. We need to do your game again.
Well, I'm doing a different one because that one's been 2 years, so I'm just gonna start
Aw.
running the one that we set up.
All right.
Don't worry, I'll get better because it's been 2 years.
What was that guy's name? Sielko Sursa or something.
Mm-hmm.
I miss that guy.
Also, how did the Drakar and Demoner go? Dragonsbane.
Oh, it was good because it was a good practice for learning how to use it. That's what I was saying. Like, I now can be. I'm now set up so I can run stuff if we want.
Yeah, let's do it.
So I was like the only one who didn't GM a lot. So obviously, I need to learn how to GM.
I think everybody's GM'd except Daz and Todd.
Me.
And Todd is willing to GM, and he used to GM for me
Yeah,
and my
I've-
friends.
Oh, yeah, Todd
What
has
I-
GM'd. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, for Daz and Anna.
Mhm.
True. So it's just you, Daz?
Shadow Dark.
Mm-hmm.
Todd runs Shadow Dark. So, okay.
Cool. Well, we have chicken tikka masala to have.
Ooh,
You
nice.
should send me a recipe. I don't know how to make that.
I
You, like
poured it out of a
literally
jar
is
this
pouring
time.
it out of a jar.
Oh.
I will get
Oh.
Anita's recipe for you, though. I do have a good recipe for it.
I remember looking at it and like making it from scratch looks annoying as hell, but I always wanted to do it. I'm making stew tonight, actually. Making I'm doing it kind of weird. I'm doing like with like red wine, vinegar, and red wine and parsnips and weird shit like that. So I don't know.
Parsnips are good.
Wait, where's the weird stuff?
I don't know what parsnips taste like. I've never had parsnips before.
Oh,
Earthy
like-
carrots.
yeah, they're like nicer carrots. They're
Oh,
nice.
thick.
What do you mean nicer carrots? Carrots are fine.
I don't like carrots that
Oh.
much. I mean, I do,
It's
but they're
interesting.
Not, like I like
Whoa,
parsnips
carrot
better.
gang. All right.
Well, okay, carrots are okay, but you can't like overcook them, and you
I'll
can't
be
overcook
the-
parsnips either.
I'll be the
They have to
judge.
be,
I've
like-
got carrots and parsnips in my stew, and I'll let you know.
Oh, okay. We'll have a vote at the end.
Yeah, parsnips and carrots. All right, guys. So remember the issue. Getting some stuff on the con. Remember that next session I plan on not being very nice about it. So come up with some good ideas, and good luck.
Yeah.
All right.
I
go
think
make-
Todd's
Yeah,
idea
good
was
job.
pretty good.
I think we should save that idea somewhere. Fling a meteor at the planet. That's a great
Yeah.
idea.
I think it's great.
That's unique. Like, I've never heard of that. Like, you're smuggling something, but you got space age containers that probably could survive crashing into. Yeah, that's tough.
But apparently stuffing it into the whale.
I like that idea
It's not-
too. I'm also on board with that.
One.
That was actually my pick for what we should do. Because I'm trying to goad you into opening the crate, so I want you to feed it to the whale.
Exactly
I
why we
figure-
don't want to open the crate.
There's valid
I figure
reasons to
once
do
we
so, and there's valid reasons to not do so. So
Just,
I
maybe-
figure once we open the crate, it becomes irrelevant because we're not going to want to deliver whatever it is.
I don't
I mean,
see why
that's
we're
a-
gonna have a problem delivering it.
but Todd, like, translate that to in character for real. Like,
Yeah.
I am.
that's how you're feeling right now. Is like, what the fuck are we even delivering right now? It's we know it's related to the Grand Slave Run, so
It
it can't
could
be
a
anything
person
great.
In Colt, I don't know.
Could be it could be a person. It could be several people.
I
don't
don't
know.
care.
We could just be shipping people right now, and you never know.
That is why Birch is completely fine with it.
Birch.
Yeah.
Feed people to the whale.
Like we don't have enough back suits. Although we can
Mm-hmm.
probably get them in pretty easily. We just knock them
Mm.
unconscious.
Moira is now less fine with it. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get an AI music maker. Make
It's
that
all
song.
of her sisters.
You know what? If it were a bunch of Moira sisters, she would be so fucked. Like,
Fresh
Sorry.
Moiras. We
Don't
just got
take my
like
clone
3 more
sisters.
Moiras. We're
don't take
rich.
them. No.
We're
Mhm.
rich. I was planning on making a Moira story. That's my next in character story. Is more clone stuff.
Heck yeah, buddy. That's why I gave them to you. Make as many clones as you want. As what was it, Pearl, the Sisterhood of the Traveling Stars, or whatever the joke you guys made? Hands to the
No.
Traveling Stars. I don't know.
I figure we need to start addressing the clone stuff, and the Grand Slave stuff should be getting pretty close. So should be interesting. I'll make a few more clones, a few more ideas. More
Alright.
Moiras.
I'm actually gonna bail. I gotta go drive my partner to a party. So I'll see you guys later.
All right, Con. Thanks for
See
playing.
y'all.
Well,
All right.
All right,
Have a
guys.
nice night. Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Take
You
care.
too.
too.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Take care. Bye.